Welcome to ZeroPage Homebrew, your best source for the newest Atari games. Erlen's here. Welcome, Erlen. We are going to be playing some 2600 games today.
Back to the origins.
Oh yeah, back to 1977. We are going to be playing Crossbeam.
Sounds
kind of
good.
a intro demo work in progress that I wanted to take a look at. The developer is in here, Dave M. So you can give us
Dave.
some more insight on that.
Welcome.
We're also going to be playing an Untitled shooter.
Dude, I'll take on an Untitled shooter. I don't know.
Another work in progress. Doesn't have a name for it, so that's what I have to call it, Untitled
cool.
Shooter.
Okay.
Hi, Dave.
I like shooters a lot, so that's great.
Oh, I love shooters. Yeah, so I'll take a shooter any day, even if it's a work in progress, even if it has no name. We're going to play it. We're also going to be playing a two-shot from BR Games, Athletics Simulator, which is finished, and also Little Red Riding Hood, which is an exclusive world premiere that we're going to be playing in the show today. And BR Games is in the chat.
I'm excited to simulate some athletics.
Oh yeah,
I'm known
better than actually doing it.
I'm known to simulate my athletics.
It's like, yeah, I'll use a joystick instead of going out running. Priming the cats.
It's already popping off for our cats.
Cats.
Oh my god. I think the problem is that the saturation is out of control.
It's a bit juiced.
It is out of control.
It's gonna sound so nice.
That's a bit better.
It's a bit better, yeah.
Yeah, I was playing, still terrible. But
That's all good.
quite saturated, yes. Yeah, overly saturated. I didn't even see that, and I looked over, and it was bad news. Yeah, I messed with it, and I made a mistake.
It's all
That's
good.
okay.
That's how it happens.
So thank you to Gamma Dev, who has fed the cats some catnip, messing up the carpet some more. That's okay. I only feed them a tiny bit. Tanny gives them so much, and they don't need it. They eat like
not time.
They eat like a tiny bit, and then they roll in the rest of it. So they only need the tiniest little bit of catnip. And I just vacuumed the carpets. Oh, let's set the camera over to the cats.
Cat cam.
Cat cam in effect. There we go. Okay, cats. There you go. You go over there. Have to kind of guide them. Sometimes you're out of mic focus.
Uh-oh.
What?
Well, and,
I don't know what that means. Okay. So, before we get into it, let's thank some people. Let's thank those people that are down the side when we're not in this view. The neon is a bit of auto calibration nightmare. Yeah, it is. It blows.
It's beautiful, but it's the challenge.
It's a bit much. ABD official, Al Nefer, Atari Night 74, Atari Age, Bachman 50, Beat on the Brad, PR Poke, Bruno Stex, Calfman 2D, Capson Classic, Chelstone Mal, Chitlala, Crypto Coffee, Cubanismo Dan, AVC, Dave M, Durjusty, Drexel, Dr. Mookaz, Dryland, Eric Hart, Gamma Dev. I'll include you in a second. Gamma Dev, Great Defender, Alder Jew, Johnny Nitro, Johnny WC, Computer Coder, Carl G, Karakar, Krakow, developed for Lambda Express, Mandy 17, Mark Yans, Mark Metal, Lunar, Mike Soul, Mike Catal, Masters Command, Mr. Lou, MK Smith, Mojo the Rising, Mr. Zono, Mr. Fix, Nathan Storm, Nostalgic, Olioni, Games Inc., OX Coffee, Prow 7, Coag, our intros, Remisy, Render Ghost, Relentless Fever, Revatuli, Ricardo Pam, SGBU, Smitty B. Spindley, S. Ramirez, Tunkus, Tiki Dan, K. Trek MD, Twinny, Teaser, Peyton, Vexrax, Vector, M. Vitoco, VG Double Dan, Wasteding, Xeno Fire, X Ken X. And thank you also to Hammers Dev, who just subscribed.
Yo!
You can do just like Hammers Dev did by clicking subscribe. It's free with Amazon Prime. Give it to us rather than putting an extra ounce of fuel into Bezos's rockets.
That's right, and good things will happen to you.
That's right, guaranteed. It's in the fortune cookie.
There's some
good
luck will find your way.
Now,
you can brag to your friends about being an exclusive subscriber.
It's an exclusive club, really. Yeah, it's very elite. So we have a Twitch poll.
Ooh, I love polls.
Yep.
Those are good.
There we go. Now, I have never asked this before. I try to be unique, or else I just don't ask a poll question. What style of gameplay do you enjoy the most? Now, these are very, very general. I'm not talking about shooters.
Yeah.
Not talking about
platformers
RPGs or platformers.
anything.
Go one level above that, one level abstracted from that. Two types. This relates a lot more to like old school games.
Oh yeah.
The first two options, never-ending games, and usually arcade games, games of that era, just went forever, and just got harder or faster. Those are the two options, really. So the first one is never-ending, looped and speeded up. That means like maybe it's one level over and over again, and it just gets faster or harder.
Yeah.
Or there's like 10 levels, and then it loops around, and then it's just harder the next loop. Number two, never-ending and randomized elements. Not too many old school do that, but I'm talking like the levels are randomized.
You got a little RNG in there.
A little bit. I mean, you have to keep it constrained. Not everything can be randomized because you have to keep things under control. Like, say for an RPG, you can only get certain weapons if you're on level 1. Certain weapons at level 2, but you don't know which weapons are going to drop, right?
Or like enemies are spawning, but
yeah.
they spawn like in different locations.
Yes.
But you know that there's gonna be these series of like enemies that will like spawn.
Yeah. You don't know which ones, where, but you know what kind of difficulty they're going to be at.
Yeah, they're not always in the same spot every time.
Yeah. So there's a lot of replay value there in the randomization, but there's also something to be said for constant elements. And that'll come in later. That looped and speeding up, you kind of know, like say Galaga, shooter. You know exactly the patterns, you know which order they're coming in on the screen. And there's something to be said for that because you can practice those things. You can get really good and know exactly how to play it. Go for the high score. Try not to miss things. Number 3 has an ending and randomized elements. Right. So you are trying to get to level 12, like say that RPG we played on the Atari 8-bit.
That's right.
Lots of RNG, but there is an ending. There is a boss at the end.
Gotta fight the Minotaur, you know.
But you don't know what you're going to have for weapons or, you know.
Or enemies you're going to fight, terrain, what direction things will spawn.
At the end. Yeah, you don't know what rings you'll have to be able to do special power-ups. Yeah, Adventure is actually a very good example of a randomized game, but has an ending.
That's right.
There's dragons and bats, and your things you have to find are in different screens. And that's why Adventures was so popular back then, because it had huge replay value. Number 4 has an ending, but set gameplay for like the best time or score. Yeah. And these would be, I don't know. There's a lot of those types of games that has 10 levels, but you're fighting the same enemies.
That's right.
They spawn at the same points. You can practice it. You can get better at it. You know you're going to be finished at level 10, and you can go for a high score there as well. 5 other. I couldn't figure out any other categories. Yeah. I don't know if there is any others. There probably is, but I'm not thinking, because the two main ones are either goes forever or has an end, randomized or set.
I guess you could have ones that never end but aren't looped, technically. You know, like that are just get so hard that it's essentially impossible to beat.
Yeah, and a lot of arcade games are like that.
Like Wall Jump Ninja, I guess, is a good example where I don't think you loop.
You don't loop.
But eventually you're just going to not.
But it is the same. But you can make an algorithm that's used in some games on the 2600 because it's very compact in terms of level design, where it's the same every time, but it never loops.
That's right.
So it's a set algorithm, but it's not a stored thing. It's not, these levels aren't stored. They're constructed.
But I feel like philosophically that fits in number 1. You know, like it's looped, not looped. It's still kind of, it's the same concept where it's
but it does get harder. And I did cheat on an emulator for Wall Jump Ninja, and
for science,
because you can't cheat and claim a high score.
They said they can't see the results.
Right, cats are done. Who cares about the cats laying on the floor? There you go. There's the results. We'll take a look at them in a second. Yeah, the picture's all effed up. I apologize.
That's okay. It's they can see us. You know.
Yeah, Wall Jump Ninja, after level 100, the screen starts scrolling crazy colors and it's super hard to play. But like the wall opening gets to a minimum, which is like your height.
Yeah.
And then it throws random elements of those things going up and down the screen. Yeah, results are out of the cat cam. So, has an end and randomized elements. Interesting. And then second for 36%, and in second place, never ending, looped and speeding up. So that's like old school arcade, which I thought people would like because this is like the era that people would be attached to and have played a lot of those types of games. James only needs the results for his own game development. Right. Well, it kind of actually did spur on this poll from the game after the game I'm making. I'm going to make it randomized and never ending. So it'd be like number 2.
It sits in number 2. What a percentage? It's one of the lower ones though, James. Uh-oh.
I know.
Uh-oh.
But I make games for myself, and I know there'll be other people who will like those types of games too. It's not like I make games because I want these games to exist and I like playing them. Otherwise, and you're not going to make any money making 2600 homebrew. So you might as well make it something that you'll enjoy and you'll know some other people enjoy. But if you're making a game that you don't enjoy playing or making,
then why are you doing it?
What are you doing?
It's a real waste of time. What would you say would be your answer out of the 4 if you had to pick? What would be
for me playing?
Yeah, you person, like as a player.
I like randomized a lot. Because it has huge replay value, like Thrust says. And I don't mind endings, but I also don't mind ones that go on forever because you can say, what level can I get to?
Yeah.
How far can I get before it gets out of hand, before it gets too hard, or like the RNG swings one way or the other too much? It's like, oh, the randomization made it too hard. I mean, that's part of the development. As a game developer, you have to make sure it doesn't swing one way or too far or the other, like the RPG we're playing. If the RNG is too extreme, like, oh, I never get any good weapons, well, you're gonna die. If you get all the good weapons, it's too easy. You have to constrain the boxes of randomization. It can't be 0 to 100. It has to be like 40 to 60, maybe somewhere in there. And it's like 40 makes it hard, but you can do it. And 60 makes it easier, but you still could die if you mess up and you make the wrong decisions. And that's kind of the boxes you want to constrain to. So yeah. For the show, obviously games with an end are preferred.
Yeah, yes and no.
Yes,
it depends. You know, there's something nice about completing something for sure.
And I feel accomplished when I finish a game on the show. But there's also like, was it too short or was it too long? Because games that are like 100 hours, I can't really do on the show.
Yeah.
And then I feel like, maybe should I even show this? How much can I show of this? How long should I play of a game that has an end that's 100 hours in the future?
Yeah, I'd say I'm probably, if I had to pick, I'm probably 3. I like things that have an ending and randomized. But I actually think it would be somewhere between 2 and 3 because I don't, like, let's say you have a randomized game that's 3 levels and you're like, you know, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know, you just, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean?
It's too short.
Yeah, so I think, you know, and then if I like a game, I want it to be kind of technically never ending in a way. Like, it'd be nice. It'd be like things, I think the games I really gravitate towards will have like, you know, a set like beginning, middle, and end, but maybe like multiple versions of that. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you can like do this on a certain mode, and now it's extra hard, or like there's like this gauntlets to sort of go through. Like, I think if something is like, if it's 3 but it's very short, I feel like it's probably not ideal. You know?
Yeah.
But so, and I think that there's lots of ways to riff on it. It's nice when it has an ending, but there's multiple like directions, the different modes, different different builds of characters you can play. Like, oh, you can do like you can do like it from this angle or this angle, or there's, you know, I think to me that's the stuff that like I gravitate towards the most, where the game has an ending, but there's like so many different ways you can get there, different challenges, different orientations.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the platform I'm playing it on, too. It's like old school is going to be different than a modern game sensibilities. And also, the 2600 lends itself to be able to make certain games, or it's easier to make those certain games. All these styles can be done on the 2600. Obviously, when there's limited cart space and limited RAM, set gameplay is harder for longer games because you can only store so many screens and so many enemies, but it's very easy to introduce randomization into it. A constrained randomization. It's like, okay, there's 10 characters, but they could be difficult or hard characters.
Yeah.
And randomization's hard in the respect of, you can only have 10 because there's only room for 10 enemies, right? Is pack line 1 or 2? Well, it never ends, that's for sure. So it is 1 or 2. I would say it doesn't have enough randomization to say it's randomized. Like, it does have randomization in terms of where the power pellet is. That's it. That's one thing. I don't think that's enough randomization to say it's randomized. So I would say more on the side of it's looped and speeding up.
Yeah.
And that's my next game as well, is looped and speeding up. It does have randomization in it, but it's similar to the pack line type of randomization. It's kind of like where the thing is that you are trying to get or do kind of thing. It's not randomized enough. I would say randomized would be more like the screen is different every time. Like a maze is drawn differently. And there's a different type of enemy. You don't know what to expect. And different type of loot pickups or power-ups. And they're on different spots on the screen. That it has to be extreme kind of randomization. Yeah. And Thrust says you frequently try and finish these games when there's an ending. That is true.
Yeah, and
I do try to shoot for completion, and
which is kind of nice. I think I also have such a bias towards roguelikes and RPG style, which tends to sit more in 3, I'd say. Just in general.
I think Bot and Tom would go on the side of randomization because you don't know what you're jumping over. Adventure, randomization. Huge randomization.
I think the random elements really create a sense of replayability.
Yeah.
There's just is this sense of and there's something about
going on
a run is a really fun thing to be like, in this run I got this thing at this point, but at this point I didn't get. I love that energy of trying to especially when you played it a few times, you're like, okay, I cleared level 1, but I don't have this thing. Maybe I need to get it at this point. It's like,
where you have to strategize about how you're going to play the game. Yeah.
And there's a part of that strategy that kind of has to adapt depending on what you find. And there's bricked runs, there's God runs, that I love that kind of stuff. That's the best.
Happy birthday to Atari. Today is
happy birthday, not the cat.
Not the cat. His birthday's in November. Atari's 53 today.
Hey.
So happy birthday, Atari! And on Atari's birthday, we're gonna play some Atari games. Yay!
We got to do it.
Yep. And I said, have I played Atari today? Yes, I have. Happy 53rd, Atari. So that's kind of cool. And the trophies for the 7th annual Atari Homebrew Awards are finally getting to the recipients.
Yes.
That is what they look like. The official Fuji logo is on it because Atari sponsors the Atari Homebrew Awards. I'm so happy
Carl.
that we're able to do that. Hey, Carl G. And the reason that they arrived in June, when the awards ceremony is in February, March, April, May, June, 4 months, is because we had to go through 3 rounds of getting these trophies done. The first 2 were botched.
Oh.
So had to, design them, order them, they make them, they ship them, they're botched. I have to go back to them, tell them what went wrong. They ship them again,
botched again. No,
and
not
they have
like
to be
this.
redesigned, and they look really good now. So I'm really, really happy with that. So about a quarter of the people have got them now so far. And so most of the people in the U.S., on the continental U.S., have got their trophies, and the overseas people are it's on their way. I would say a couple more days, within a week or so. So that's really, really exciting. Let's see what else. So this one I picked out I would not have mentioned this one if you weren't on the show today. I don't know if you heard about this or popped up on your radar. Atari 2600 beats ChatGPT in chess. This is almost a non-story. That's why I wasn't going to talk about it. But because you are interested in chess, you're a chess aficionado, you enjoy it.
I'm an enjoyer.
But you only paid once. Yes, I definitely only paid once. It was on their end that the problem was. Atari 2600 pulls off the upset. This is the person who did it. I mean, anybody could have done this. So Atari has a game. Atari 2600 has a chess game. And when it's thinking, it blanks out the screen. And there's different levels of difficulty, 1 through 8 or something. And 1 takes about blip, it's done, makes a move. And 8 takes 12 hours to think about the move.
It takes its time.
Takes its time. It's amazing that without any extra memory, it was able to do that deep of thinking over 12 hours playing.
I'd be fascinated as to how it thinks. I mean, that stuff's fascinating.
Yeah. Also, no colors when ChatGPT is thinking. What good is that? 8 is also cheating. Yeah, there's a bug in, I think, level in 7 and 8 where it'll move random pieces.
Ooh.
And it'll completely cheat. So you want to play on level 6.
6 is
the highest.
Where it's supposed to be.
It started as a simple experiment. Pit ChatGPT against Atari 2600 chess engine via Stella emulator and see what happens. And you can do turbo mode on Stella to speed it up, so you don't have to wait just 12 hours. Figured it'd be a lighthearted stroll down retro memory lane. What actually happened? ChatGPT got absolutely wrecked on the beginner level. So that was it's like 1 or 2 seconds. This was after a conversation we had regarding the history of AI in chess, which led to it volunteering to play Atari chess. Interesting. It wanted to find out how quickly it could beat a game that only thinks 1 or 2 moves ahead on a 1.19 megahertz CPU. Despite being given a baseline board layout to identify pieces, ChatGPT confused rooks for bishops, missed pawn forks, and repeatedly lost track of where pieces were. First blaming the Atari icons as too abstract to recognize, then faring no better even after switching to standard chess notation. It made enough blunders to get laughed out of a 3rd grade chess club.
ChatGPT.
Yeah, and
they can't do it all, you know.
The real info, of course, is on Reddit. LLMs don't have a stateful memory or any way to persistently track board states. They also have token and context window limitations. They can handle openings and characterize strategies they see, but when you get around 14 or 15 turns into a game, even if you explicitly give it chess notation or even show the new multimodal models, images of boards and positions, they confabulate piece positions and lose track of what they did previously that led up to this point. Then they progressively blunder and degrade.
Fall apart. No!
So, yeah, LLMs are prediction modules based on the last word it said. It does have some sort of memory persistent, but it's only persistent so long. It goes into dream mode and makes things up all the time. It would be terrible against the most basic chess player. So that's why this was like a non-story. LLMs are not made for playing chess.
Yeah, it's not a chess computer.
No, it is no clue. It's very general. AI. It's a prediction module. Yeah.
Yeah, there was like a couple people too who are trying to get like video game suggestions for like builds and things in games from ChatGPT, and they were just giving them crazy suggestions. They're just scanning all
maybe
these.
that's okay. Maybe
Scanning all this like information, giving like false things that were like info from different places. You know, it's really ChatGPT. It's interesting because it's like it is a powerful model, but it's so general. You think about something like ChatGPT, where it's like it can do everything, but in a way, like, can it do anything excellently? You know, like that's the challenge of this. Like something like a chess, like a computer for the Atari, where it's like all this does is this. This is what it's programmed to do. Is think about.
Doesn't stray off. It's like I know the moves. I know the pieces. I know how to branch out and think, and I know what moves have heavier weight than others. And I mean, it's very, very limited, but
still pretty good, man.
Yeah, still pretty good. I love AI models with update statements like reduced hallucinations by 40%.
Yeah, man, you gotta reduce the hallucinations on these AIs, man.
But if you work with the limitations and you understand the limitations of ChatGPT or with some of those video making or picture making things, sometimes they churn out really crazy stuff that it's like, oh, I would never have thought of that.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Gemini convinced me to install it on a Commodore 128 last week. ChatGPT is like that guy I meet at every party who says, hey, I have a killer idea for a game. You're a soldier, but in space, and you can just code that, and we can split the profits. I mean, I'm the idea guy.
Yeah, I come up with ideas.
I mean, the codings, that's the easy part. It's just like numbers and logic, right?
That's right.
I mean, the ideas, that's the hard stuff. No. The ideas are a million ideas. And like when you get into like the film world, there's a billion ideas, and they're all so good. But then, you know, they just go, what's going to make money?
Yeah, and it's also just like, how do you apply this? That's like how do we actually take something and like turn it into something? Because it's like, you have a brilliant
soldier in space, great, but is it going to be fun? That's the hard part.
It's like, what's the gameplay? What console? How is this program? Like, and how does this go through? Like, it's just when something filters through the process, that filtration process is the hardest part, because it's like what comes out at the other end, and especially when there's money involved.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Like,
that's the killer. That just, you know, generalizes it and crushes great ideas, really. And that's kind of why I like doing this show and doing this for like part of the community. The money aspect really isn't there.
Yeah,
it does not really influence anything that happens here. Also, we're not doing it for money. The people making the games are not doing it for money. There's no money to be had. There's like pocket change. Like, you're making cents an hour when like even the best programmers are making dollars per hour, maybe. When it all ends up, it's always going to be below minimum wage, no matter how good you are at programming it. So it's awesome in that respect.
Also, the specifics of a medium define it. Like, it's like, do you have a one joystick and a button and like a screen that can maybe turn into another screen? Like, then what works in that format is going to be so different than like an Xbox controller with like 90 things, and you have like, but like one isn't better than the other. It's like one idea applied to this format is going to be very, very different than like a different area, you know. And something is a multiplayer, 2-player, single player, like, so it's like that. The specificity of these things is like, you have the idea that like lives at the top, you have the actual reality of what it is, and somewhere in the middle is where a great thing comes. And it's like, if you're just thinking about like the medium itself with no like dream, I feel like it's hard to grow. But if you just have this like brilliant thought but nothing to actually like apply it to, you don't have anything.
And Crunchy the Clown makes an excellent point. If I could actually make games, I'd even make games for Atari for free, because at least people are playing my games. That's an awesome thing about this community, is that if you make a game, somebody's going to play it and you're going to get feedback, and it's going to be constructive and positive rather than shitlords crapping all over your
man.
your dream that you made. It's like this community wants good games.
Also,
they want you to succeed.
The limitations also create like a playground to work within. That's really exciting.
Yes,
and you
like, oh wow, you did it this way. I never would have thought. It's like, oh, you really applied the strengths of the 2600 or the 7800 or whatever console that we're playing.
Because it's actually really hard to make something where it's like this could be anything, and you have all the means in the world.
Yeah.
It's actually a hard scenario to build something versus like, hey, we've got this system, we've got this memory limitation, we've got these elements. How do you build something in this box?
Modern consoles and modern computation, literally anything you can make will appear on the screen, and that. Constraints are good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Carl G brings up a point, too, that I'm always worried about. If anything, people are a bit too nice. Yes.
Yeah.
I like to give constructive criticism, but there is a limit as well on the constructive criticism I give. I generally just avoid giving harsh criticism. Some people can take it. Some people cannot take it.
Yeah.
And I've had that in the past, and they just freak the hell out. And they just are super mad.
You are Canadian.
Well, that factors into it.
This is definitely a factor over here.
They get really upset, and they don't understand that I want their game to be good. And they think this is good. And if you're criticizing it, you're wrong. And you might be wrong, but an opinion usually isn't wrong. It's just like, that's how I want a game, and they want their game that way. That's fine. There's going to be an audience for the game they want their way. I just don't maybe enjoy playing that type of game. But the way I criticize games, constructive criticism, I find the good in the games. I find the creativity in the games. And I want to encourage those things when people are making games, rather than going, I don't like this type of game. Like, why? What is the point of saying that?
Yeah,
it doesn't add to anything. The people can see the game. They either like it or they don't like that type of game. They'll never download it and play it. They'll never buy it or whatever. So I find it pointless to criticize in that way, and to give ratings to games like 4 to 5 or B+, or it's like, that's not what I want to say about a game. I want to say its positives, and I want to say what could be improved, hopefully objectively, in an objective way.
Yeah. I think too is you just don't want to discourage people too, because it's just like sometimes if something is in like an early stage, and it's like I just don't want to discourage someone, because sometimes just engaging in it'll make it better.
I didn't see that second line. You are Canadian. I am German. Yeah, and different cultures approach conversations and criticism very differently, and Canadians are very, very polite. Now,
which has its pros and cons.
Yes,
it definitely has its pros and cons. I feel like something I know, because I know a lot of people who are foreigners who come to Canada, and the thing they say, the challenge is, it's like Canadians sometimes won't talk about the thing. They'll talk around it, but they won't actually speak about the thing. Yes. And that's the challenge of it. But also the benefit is like, you're not, people are going to kind of approach you in a delicate, caring way, rather than a sort of like, I also think too with criticism, constructive is like the word, but something I often think about is being specific, like I think a lot of criticism is not specific. It's like, oh, this was dumb, or I didn't like this, or this sucked, or this was boring, or like
this movie sucks.
It's like, I don't really actually, thanks. I know how to manage that, but when someone's like, hey, like this specific thing I liked or disliked, or this is about it, I think like specific feedback, good or bad, is almost always you can build from, versus like very general kind of stuff, even good or bad, is like sometimes you're like, it's nice to hear, oh, I liked it, or I didn't like it, or this sucked, or this was great. But it's a lot of that kind of criticism is almost just feels more like, oh, it's also hard because it's like a lot of you know, a lot of stuff that people create feel like it's a reflection of them, and you're criticizing them.
They can't separate themselves, which I understand, because it was born from them. Their ideas, even especially with say something that involves writing and like a movie or a book.
Yeah.
I think lesser so with video games, because they're not usually based on personal experiences. They're always fantastical. But movies and books sometimes draw from personal ideas and experiences, and they feel that they're being criticized themselves. It's like, no, you suck. It's like, well, no, I don't think they're saying you suck. They just don't like the approach, or I don't know what they don't like, but you know, you never know.
It's hard. You got to put it in perspective too, you know, like it's just tough because there's times that you can be chasing feedback for someone that will just never like your thing because they don't like the thing. It's why, like, I'll often say, like, hey, like, I'm not a big fan of this genre. So in a way, I'm not a great guy to give feedback, because it's like, you can make the best version of this genre and it's still not going to be my favorite.
Exactly.
You know, and that's not anything to do with you, and you give this to someone else and that's their favorite genre. Like, it's why sometimes it's good to seek out the people who really connect with this format.
Yes. Like, if you're going to make a romantic period piece movie, you're going to have a hard time winning me over. Or a pure musical. Whoa.
Yeah, man.
It's a rough go trying to win me over.
And in a way, it's not actually meant for you.
Not impossible. I have watched both the genres, and it's like, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
But 99 out of 100, I'm just going to avoid them, right? I'm never going to see that film.
And in a way, the best version of that film for you might kind of not be that. You know, it's like, oh, it didn't have that much singing, and then it's like, well, actually, the people who love that is like, I'd be like,
this is terrible.
Yeah, this is like, you know, it's why people will say like Jackie Brown is their favorite Tarantino movie, but I'm like, but that's the least Tarantino movie, which is okay, but it's like, it almost tells me you're not a fan of his movies, and that's okay.
I love Jackie Brown.
Me too.
And I love his crazy movies too, like Inglourious Basterds. Like, it's off the charts, right? It's crazy. And Django Unchained, it's crazy. It's a fantasy alternate history film, but they're both awesome. There's a game developer in my opinion, produces terribly flickering games. Andrew Davey and I were trying to give feedback, and PM'd the guy went crazy and is still creating this flickering mess. You only learn from feedback. And it's a great example. Like,
there's also areas where there are just blatant errors that sometimes need to be fixed, and that's tricky.
Yeah, errors are a different thing. Yeah.
You know, like
where the screen's rolling and stuff like that,
or it's just not playing on the system, or it's
those I'll be very direct in my criticism. It's like, this is not conforming to what video output is.
It's making a horrible hissing sound.
I literally can't play this game on the show because it is doing X.
I jump on my guy teleports sporadically.
Yeah, you know, I'm dying in the game. Like, flickering, you know, that's, most people don't like flickering or keep it to a minimum, but some people like to push the 2600 to its limits. It's like, well, I can get more on the screen if I flicker at 10 hertz.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, 10 hertz is a rough ride. Yeah, it's brutal. Not eye compliant. Not couch compliant. Well, that is me trying to push games to modern sensibilities. And I think it's a worthy endeavor to keep people playing the game and not having to go and flick switches and stuff. Some games can benefit a lot from that. Some really complex games where you need extra buttons to do things. But if you really, really want to do that, you know, you can have it optional there, or have the keyboard controller. Yeah. And it has 12 buttons on it. You can press one of those 12 buttons. You have many, many commands, make an overlay and stuff. Jackie Brown is my favorite movie because it's outside his comfort zone, so he had to work harder without his normal tics.
So
not
true.
Not having tons of graphic violence was the shark didn't work. Yeah. The shark. Jaws, I'm guessing he's referencing. Yeah. We can't show the sharks too much. It looks like plastic. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It was 50th anniversary of Jaws the other day.
Oh, it's such a crazy movie. It's so good.
Okay, let's move on. The Atari 2600 Homebrew and Hacks Checklist 1995 to 2024 3rd edition paperback by Brian Mathern is now available.
Oh,
There
dude,
you
check
go.
it out.
So if you're super into homebrew collecting and hacks, these are a list of physical releases for the Atari 2600. Every single physical release ever put out for the 2600 in a list format. So you can check them off as you get them. You will never be able to collect all of them. It's impossible. It's so many. I don't think he says
You
how
say
many.
that now, man. There's somebody out there take on the challenge.
And there's like variations, reprints of them, like super early, like 1995, the first homebrews ever put out.
Damn.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough go. So all the way up to 2024, which I am assuming is going to be PRGE Atari Age releases from last year that maybe have not shipped out from the store, but people pick them up at PRGE. So most homebrews, like very few are put out 2025. Like Atari Age puts out a lot, but I'm sure there was some in 2025. So it's going to be very complete. So it's available as Amazon. You can buy it. I don't know if the PDF is available, but the actual paperback is available. Now that just went live a couple days ago.
Very cool
Brian
stuff.
told me about. So if you're super into collecting, that's the thing you want to get. Okay. Streaming updates.
Ooh.
You guys may not notice this, but this makes my life a billion times easier. I posted about it in the ZeroPage Homebrew Club on Atari Age forums. If you're not in the ZeroPage Homebrew Club, it is open. You don't have to join it or anything. You can go read it. But I do hardware updates, software updates, things behind the scenes that go
Cool place
on.
to go check out, man.
It is. I post pictures and things about my setup. So two things. I talked about the other thing the other stream. So the thing I did recently, I enabled an option in OBS, the streaming software I have, called low latency audio buffering mode. Now, if you look, now over here, Erlen can see the software. If you can look, it's real time now. There's no delay. Before there was a delay where it like buffered.
Yeah.
So originally, without this setting, all the things that I'm capturing, all the audio sources, like the microphone right there, the audio source from the Atari Vox, the audio source from the video game, and then all the video sources, the cat cam, the video camera that we're on, the video game source, also the when we have interviews, all those come into OBS, the broadcast software, and they all arrive at different times. So I had to figure out the offset of each of these. Like they all arrive at different times, so I have to delay each one of them. The ones that arrive the earliest, I have to delay the most. The ones that are delayed the most, I don't delay at all. So I have to calculate all these, and that was causing issues where sometimes it would reset. And people notice, they had to tell us all the time, oh, the audio sync is off on the 2600. There is no audio sync anymore. There is no delays anymore at all. There was also another thing that I updated that was the audio from the 2600. I'm now designated it as, and cats are crazy, as a separate audio source. Before they were packaged together, and now they arrive and I have a different slide bar for it. And last show, no sync issues whatsoever. So this is kind of another experimental stream. Everything should be synced up. There's no delays on everything. So if anybody sees anything that's out of the ordinary. Audio glitches, audio dropouts, audio sync issues, video issues, slowdowns, anything out of the ordinary other than our very stylized video that you're seeing right now.
Got our man on fire look.
Yes.
Our bleach bypassed.
Yes. Can we go more extreme LUT on this? Are you sure? Yeah, make it look like Mexico. You know, that washed out yellow look. Have you got your Lumicode stuff? Yes. But I've not done anything because I'm very, very busy. I'm mostly concentrating on doing my video game right now, so I haven't done a lot of hardware stuff. But that leads me into, I did do a hardware thing. This died a long time ago. This is my Atari XEGS, the game system, sold terribly. It was a bad idea. But it was like a consoleized version of the Atari 8-bit, where you plugged in joysticks, you plugged in a cartridge. It did come with a keyboard, but it was not really meant for that. It was a consoleized version of this. This was my first Atari 8-bit that I bought. It's like, oh, I'm going to play Atari 8-bit games on the show, and I'll get this because it looks cool. Don't you dare.
Don't even think about it, buddy.
And it died almost immediately, which led me to buy an Atari 800 XL NTSC, and then I discovered, oh, most games are made in PAL. Then I bought an 800 PAL, and I got it all kitted out, so it surpasses everything. So this is generally useless for the stream, and it also only has 64K of RAM, but I love the look of it. The 90s pastel buttons.
It's got a style to it, a kind of
super
Bauhaus
stylish
color palette, you know?
So a week ago or so, I told you that I ordered Best Electronics motherboard for this, and it arrived like a week ago. And amazingly, I swapped out the motherboard, and now it works.
Hey!
It's amazing what happens when you swap everything but the shell. And it magically works again. Yeah. So, fully functional again. It's just really, really cool. The buttons are like that on some flashbacks. Yeah, they look like candy. I love them.
Very cool, hey?
You can't see it because it's blown out. There we go.
Hey, check it out.
Yeah, I love it. I love the look of it. It's very limited in what it can do, but I like it. Ping 1248. People are seeing what their delay is. You guys still have delay. We don't. Perfect. Okay, I think it is time to play some games.
Ooh, some Untitled shooters, some athletic simulation.
Yep. Some new whips.
See how we're gonna do in the hood.
Yep. Okay,
let's whip it up.
Whip it up. First is Crossbeam.
Ooh, Crossbeam.
And this by Dave M.
Is Dave M kicking around?
He was. Maybe he's like got in the background. He's doing some other
Dave.
stuff. So let's go to Not Secret, 0627.
Okay, let's do it. And we're doing Crossbeam, right?
Crossbeam. That is correct.
Okay. Should I just jump in?
Yeah, let's go for it. Jump right in.
Okay. Cross-beaming it up. Whoa, what's happening?
There you go. You don't have to start. Don't do anything yet. I'm going to read a little bit about how to play. So this build was posted on June 21st, a couple days ago. And Dave said, Dave also made Frazzled, Kick Ice, and Mr. Yo-Yo, if you're wondering.
Oh, what's blasting across the screen?
That's my version of Crossbeam.
Hell yeah.
My cartridge that I made up. We have our first almost playable update. What we have now is rather limited, but it should give you a good idea of how the game will work. With this update, you can move and fire your cannons. I think I need some water. So,
we will move and fire some cannons. Mm-hmm. This will be.
Shoot aliens, score points, overheat your lasers. Well, you're not supposed to. Watch the Mabels run around. You can see them on the bottom of the screen. Super cute. I love that. Oh, they're not moving right now.
Snake in a box.
The aliens don't move or fire yet. Two players not supported. When you're wiped out, all the aliens, the game just sits there. And, of course, no audio.
Okay.
So this is how the scoring works, and this is the important part of this game. You can see them moving around.
It's pretty great.
Oh, so cute. So the green aliens, you can see there, shoot from either direction. So that means you can shoot them horizontally or shoot them vertically. So you can see there's 3 aliens in a row there. So you can either shoot them horizontally by lining up the horizontal one up and down. So move up a bit and line up on the green aliens. There you go. So shoot them, and it should get... Oh, all the red ones, too. Let me skip to the red ones. Shoot from the right. So that was actually the best shot you could have made.
Damn.
Because the reds, you can shoot only from the right. But the greens, you can shoot vertically or horizontally. The blue aliens, you can only shoot them from below. There you go. So you have to use the below one. And the gold, yellow, must be shot with both lasers. So there you go. These points are then multiplied by the number of aliens you hit with that shot up to 9 times.
Damn.
For example, if you take out the entire bottom row, which you did in the first shot, you knew it right off the bat for the example, that's 30 plus 20 plus 20 plus 30 times 5 is 600. So you get, there's different points. Oh, he just overheated the
I just
laser.
wanted to see what happened. I saw there's some temperatures. I was like, what happened?
And we played Raptor just recently, which also has a temperature overload as well. Oh, getting into the red. Interesting font, filled in font. That's a nice one. With the alien formation available in this ROM, can you score 2,000 points or more?
Oh.
So there's an optimal score you can get with the shots. So you got 1180.
I did pretty bad. Okay, so I'm understanding.
I already have a suggestion. The laser should lock to the rows and columns. Should they? I mean, it makes it easier.
Oh, I see.
Too easy, maybe? So you're trying to... Oh, you already beat it.
Not very good.
15. 1,600. That's your top score
It's
so
better
far.
than nothing.
Yep.
Okay, I'm understanding it's a puzzle.
It is a puzzle game, and he really likes puzzle games. Frazzled was a puzzle game as well. Mr. Yo-Yo was kind of arcadey. So, cannons, push left and right to move the bottom, push up and down for the side cannon. Both fires both lasers, the button. When 2 players implemented, player 2 will operate the side cannon. Players will have a choice of each firing a laser independently or selecting one of the players to be captain. Oh, you beat your score higher.
Just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. Okay.
So you're trying to get the best combo. Now, can you get all those... Do they overlap? No, but does your laser overlap? Like... Oh, he's already gone. Because, I mean, your laser has a certain width. Can you get both those blue at the same time?
That's what I'm trying to do. I've been trying to find that spot. Because if I can...
Your laser is a certain width, right? It's the width of your...
Oh.
Just a bit off.
Let's see, a bit off again.
I like the flashing crosshair visual. Yeah.
Yeah, 1630 seems to be the best I've been able to figure
out. I think the cannons may be moving too fast for precise control. I think they might be, because you have to go...
Okay, I got...
Was that a good... Oh, you got it!
The double blue.
Oh, boy. That's tough to line up, though, eh?
You gotta nail it.
See, that's why you don't want them to lock into place, because there are those double shots. Oh! But you already beat your score. Like, destroyed it. Oh, so close to 2,000!
If I got it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's tough because there's a perfect spot to hit. Like,
if it's meant to be pure puzzle, I would agree that it's snap to grid, though. Now, these guys may be moving. I don't know if it says they'll be... Oh, yeah. The aliens will be moving around, so that's why you would not snap to the grid. Lasers do not have continuous fire. You must press the button each time you want to fire them. 1870, is that better?
It's worse, but like it's still not terrible, you know.
Dave M, interesting. Suggest Carl may try it. I think 2340 is possible here, not meant to be a puzzler. I mean, right now it's a puzzle.
That's what it is.
No!
Oh, it's hard because like, do you see how far he moves?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
tough.
Like it's like there's no subtle adjustments. Like it's kind of like I'm either here or here.
Yeah, you have to go back and forth quite a bit.
Like if we had the slider, you know, like the thing,
the
so
paddle,
I could
yes.
actually like really truly line it up.
Using paddles for this game would be challenging because you'd have to use two paddles.
That's right.
For the up and down.
I wonder.
For 2-player, I would. Ooh, I mean,
see, I hit the spot.
Oh, paddles make for a very different game because you're able to instantly move.
Yeah, just something that I can kind of like line it up more precisely because it's like the problem is like, do you see how much it's jumping? Like
Yeah.
I just move it a tiny bit and it's like junk junk junk.
But in a high speed game, when they start moving, maybe that's better.
Maybe that is better.
It's hard to know right now. So, but it does move quite a bit.
Yeah.
So maybe slow it down just a little.
Yeah, because like if you so like here. There's like a spot. Like I don't, and it's hard to tell. Is that lined up to hit both blue?
I would go to the right just a tiny bit.
But see, like that's not
too far.
That's way too far. And then I go back.
That's too far.
And then it's almost like if I go back here and then kind of.
Oh, you're dealing with the bounce of the joystick. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah.
And then
and you're trying to do it again, right?
I go up here and I'm attempting to like
the 2 blues. Yeah.
Maybe? What do you think?
Oh, I think you're a tad. Let me see. I think you got it.
Let's find out. Let's stop a bit.
I was thinking it might have
But
been...
if you check this out, if I can hit this blue, this one, I can potentially line this up.
Oh!
It's tough though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, hey, that's the best one I did so far. 1960.
So close.
But yeah, like that's the challenge currently.
For Marble Craze, I put 2 paddles on the sides of a Rubik's Cube. Yeah. It is possible to have 2 paddles, and you can rest it. Somebody,
this is possible now too. It's tough. It's just because of the precision of the.
And you're not going to be doing that when they're moving because it's going to be impossible. So temp gauge, we know what the temperature gauge is. You overheat, you can't shoot. You have to wait for it to go down. Similar to Raptor, it's a very good game mechanic, so you don't just go blast, 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 blast. Mabels, let's read about the Mabels. I've set up 3 Mabels for this demo. You can just see them walk around. You'll normally have 7 to start the game. The fewer there are, the more they'll walk around. They'll have a few different animations when the game is complete, but for now they simply stand up, walk, and sit down. When you get down to your last Mabel, which can't happen in this ROM since the aliens aren't attacking, they'll continuously run back and forth the whole time.
No, poor guys.
The animation on those Mabels is so awesome.
It's really
and
great.
super, super cute. And obviously they are playfield right now, but when they get up and walk, they turn into a player because then they can animate and not be just blocks. Really great idea. Some other features, 1 or 2 player co-op. Button fires both lasers for 2 players. Players control independently. There'll be options to sync up the cannons firing in the 2 players to make taking out the gold aliens easier. Oh, in the 2-player, you can fire independently the lasers.
Ooh, it creates a different...
That's going to be hard to sync those up when it's 2 players and they're firing independently to get the double hit on the ones you need to get the double hit. What is the double hit ones? Those gold?
The gold. Yeah.
I would always opt for the synchronized lasers. That's going to be hard. I would only accept 2 paddles for an Etch-a-Sketch game. Well, there is an Etch-a-Sketch game. Let's see what else. If the aliens look familiar, it's because I took them from Space Invaders hack I made back in 2000 called Invaders from Space. I'll be adding additional frames of animation to make their movements a bit smoother. So they move right now. Pretty good. There's 3 frames of animation. Every few levels, you have a bonus round. Will allow you to replenish your bases. My intent is to have the bases fire off flares that you shoot down and turn into fireworks.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cool. So things will go up on the screen and you have to synchronize and move back and forth. That's really, really cool. By the time the game's done, the bonus rounds may be different. Aliens will only drop bombs vertically. They will not attack side cannons, with the following exception. Eliminating a row of aliens may release a power-up or a missile. These will be directed at the side cannon. Oh, so there'll be power-ups that you have to collect with your cannons. Aliens' missiles may and should be shot down, because they're going to come down to kill you guys at the bottom. I'm guessing they'll be going down fairly slowly at first. As of now, I have 3 rows of aliens. If I'm able to save some RAM, I'll add some 4th. The kernel was just a build to handle any number of rows, just a matter of saving RAM. Each row...
Come on, you gotta get over 2,000.
Oh, dude, it's so friggin' hard, man.
Each row can act independently of each other rows. The entire swarm is capable of moving around vertically, and the gaps between the rows can grow or shrink so they can move up and down. That's cool. Even within the row, aliens have some vertical movement, making lining up the horizontal shots a bit challenging. So the aliens can move out of pattern, too, up and down. Nice. Can you move while shooting? Yeah, but it's so fast.
Oh, see, the problem is it's like my positioning is just like, it's so friggin' hard, dude. Because like,
yeah. Oh,
like I don't think.
Nice. Do it again.
Is that what you want? Oh, no.
No.
It's better than nothing, but.
If you complete a game, but it didn't go well, the game may offer you a do-over. Your score and bases will reset to what they were at the start of the level. You get another crack at it. You'll be able to do 1 do-over per game. That's very interesting. Never heard that before. It's like, oh, I didn't do very well at the level. Let me try again. Was that 2 with 1 shot? It looked like he hit the blue on column 3 and a gold on column 4 with 1 beam. You can hit multiple.
That's the whole goal. That's the hard part though, is that like the perfect scenario here is I need to hit both blues.
Right.
You see the like on the blue on the left, I need to get this to a position where I can hit
red, blue, all.
I need to like, well, the red doesn't matter because the red is, it can only be hit from the right. So the issue is I need a perfect lineup, but like
it's so hard.
But like
I think you had it.
Well, maybe, but like, do you see how far my guy moves each time?
Yeah.
So I almost need to like
back forth. Oh,
maybe
it's so hard.
Okay,
yes.
Got it.
Now you're going for both those blues.
I need both blues, and so again, I kind of almost need to like. To get it, I need to almost like come in. I think that's might be it. I think
it might be too far to the left on that one.
Too far, so I almost need to like leap it over. I think it's not quite there. You see what I mean? I gotta kind of leap it over and then line it up. I think that might be it. Oh. But now you see I have another shot because if I can hit the gold and the blue at the same time.
Yeah. You won't get top score, but it'll be a decent score.
It's better than nothing, but like...
Because you'll get both blues and the gold.
And it's possible, I've done it before, but again, it's like, look how far I leap each time. So I have to almost like, kind of like, bring it to the left and then try and just like... Yeah, I didn't get it.
I'm going to give it a try. 1960, that's your top
That's
score.
my best that I've done so far. So if
micro strafing.
You basically need to like...
Oh! You can do micro strafing. The beams move? Do they? They do. That's the key.
Oh, okay.
That's the key. So we want to kind of be on the... Oh, that didn't work.
You need to line up the...
Yeah. Let me try... I wasn't far enough to the right. You know what? I think I'm moving it before I'm hitting the button, too. I need to move back a bit.
You need to line up your...
Oops. I'm trying to get both blues anyway, so that's really the goal. I don't know about this micro strafing. That's brutal. That's hard too.
So, remember to line up the bottom one though?
Oh, right.
Yeah, you gotta get that guy set up.
There we go.
And then get the top.
I have to press the button, then move.
Remember to adjust the top guy? Yeah. And then you need to hit the
There
you go.
And then I do this. right?
No, you can't. Yeah, you just one at a time.
1960.
It's so hard.
It's so hard. I mean, this thing we're doing is only for this demo. It is done no relevance to the full game. It's just a fun little... Ah! It's like that.
You see what I mean, though? How far it jumps each time? It's
Yeah,
like...
It's a lot.
Okay, there you go. And now just the top one? No, you could... Yeah. And then you go to the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you... There you go.
But my score's so terrible. What did I do?
Yeah, you did the best that you've done. And then we got it.
What? What just happened?
How did we have the worst score when we did the best?
I got every single possible good combo. And I did worse than 1960.
I wonder if the micro strafing is hurting the score.
Because I'm not getting them in one shot.
Because you're technically hitting one
Double
and then another.
Oh, it's counting it as two.
That's what my guess is. That's
100%.
my guess.
100%. That's, yeah, Erlen figured it out. The micro strafing is not one shot. It's multiple shots.
So it's
every frame it's counting a score.
Yeah, so you need to actually get it perfectly aligned because that's how I got the 1960. But you see what I mean now?
Good luck.
There you go, and then you got to just get it. You basically need to get like.
I need a ruler.
And then, but also like the without lining up. Let's see. I think it's almost there. We'll find out. There you go. Hey, you got it.
One more though. One more. It's that, right?
Yeah. I don't know if that's it.
It's not.
But you gotta kind of go back and then forward.
I think I got it. Of course, I could be tilting this stupid thing.
Yeah, give it a go. You already got the.
That's pointless.
You already got
using
past
that.
2K. You know.
Oh no!
There we go. Well, at 2200, that's still pretty good. You got it.
Yeah. Oh, Dave says it should count as one shot. It adds them up with the lasers on. Well, we found a bug.
Interesting. Well, there we go.
Bug
Micro-strafing.
accomplished.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, it seems to be a bug because that was a super low score, but I got them all.
You
I
executed
did
perfect.
Perfect game.
Yeah.
That it looks like it's counting multiple times as multiple shots. Yeah. Okay, that's just a work in progress.
It's cool. It's got a lot of cool potential.
It's
in this game.
almost a proof of concept that it can be done, and everything from there is.
I like
just,
the multiple sides, the through shooting from the right, the bottom together.
It's very.
I think
clever.
once you have more stuff going on, this would be a very cool game.
Yep. Okay. Now we're moving on.
I'll tell you this though, we did not have any concerns.
No concerns.
No concerns about overpowering our laser. I was gonna say there was
no.
There was no concerns
Well,
of
there's not a lot of action
of
going on.
overheating our laser for this one.
Bell betting time. Treat bell. Cats are excited. Okay, people, get your betting hat on. Now I'm going to preface this for Erlen. Atari has won just about every show.
Buddy.
One game in every show. So,
Friend, are you getting better?
Oh,
10,000 hours, buddy.
Yeah, he's getting really good. So that we'll see what happens today with Erlen here.
We'll see if we can break the
Break the spell.
break the pattern.
Yeah.
Break it.
Okay. Start your engines. It is cat bell ringing time. Don't run out.
Don't run.
And we'll get the bells down. We'll get the treats down. Start your betting. We'll switch over to the screen, the appropriate screen. And cats. Reset the scores to 0. There we are. It's Ireland Day. What are you talking about?
We shall see.
We shall see. So, what are people going for? Oh, it's Atari.
Dude, people are leaning.
11,000 channel points on Atari. Whoa.
No one believes in Sid anymore. No one believes in Sid.
Let's just move this over here so we have a nice clean play field for the cats. There we go. We've got 1 minute left. So we've got all the spreads covered, which is good. I always like to see that because you never know what's going to happen. Sid could go nuts. And Atari could be like doing some side bets. And it's like, oh, I see. Okay, we've lured them into betting on me.
The old side bet.
I'm going to bet against myself outside and for some cat treats outside. And he's going to throw the match. That's what I predict. Are you going to throw the match? Are you doing some side betting? You know, that's illegal in this sport, the bell ringing sport.
That's right. We have the sanctity of the sanctioning body of ZeroPage Homebrew.
That's right.
Channel points. Hey, mister.
So, 73% of the points are on Atari 1 Plus. They believe in you. Got 5 seconds left, people. Get your bets in. Oh, a couple more on Sid. 5 plus. Ooh. And it's over. Okay. Are you ready, cats?
Will it happen? Will it happen? Oh, he's ready to go.
Oh, yeah. He was resting up before the show, conserving his energy. Okay, cats. 3, 2, 1, go! And that's Atari. He's off to the races. And Sid's still discovering what a bell is all about. We've got points on the board for both cats. Destroy Atari, Sid. Oh, you're missing the bell. There you go. It's 2-1. He's got about a half point ahead right now, I think. Well, Sid is like taking his sweet time. Atari's back at the bell. No, Sid hit the bell.
Oh,
no.
A stolen valor.
Oh, my goodness. This is not good for Atari's score. That's going to give Sid a big advantage there. Now what Darcy does is places it right in front of the cat. Oh, they're both trying to get it. That's Sid.
No,
you got to place it in front of the cat.
No.
Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. There's another point for Sid. And Atari, can he catch up? Can he catch up? We'll see. Cheating. Oh, Atari's still destroying Sid in terms of speed. It's 4-all. Sid has got another point. Atari's back to the bell. He's going to have to work a little bit harder to catch up. They're fairly even.
It's neck and neck.
Sid's just a little bit ahead.
He's
got a bit of scrap
there.
Sid
is really taking his time, though.
And Atari pulls ahead after that crazy upset. And Sid is behind, but he's about half a bell ring behind. Atari keeps his lead of a half. And now it's 7-6. Sid's taking his time. He's pretty far behind. Atari's back to the bell. He's thinking about it. He missed it. Oh, but he gets it in the end. It's 8-7 for Atari. Oh, he's maintaining his lead. He's pulled ahead. Oh, it's evened up now. Oh, Atari's almost a full ring ahead. He's a little laggy. It's now game point for Atari.
Oh my God, Sid, buddy.
Will this be the first time? Sid is... Oh, not quite. He's evened it up. Atari's back to the bell. This is a history-making moment. He's missed it. He did it!
Oh, dude!
Atari wins!
Dude, Atari's...
It's over. It's an end of an era.
Oh my God, it's the first time Atari...
First time Atari's
on
ever
Atari's
won.
Birthday, his 53rd birthday.
Right. 53 years old.
He manages to take it. Wow.
Good job, Atari. Even eating 2 treats.
That is insane.
You could tell. He would have been 2 more points ahead.
Stepped it up.
Approximately.
Now we might need to change the spread.
I think after now, I think we will. I was talking about it before.
Well, it's official now that Atari's won while I'm here.
I think we're going to have to change the spread. We're going to have to give Atari some more latitude.
Because
it's going to be Atari 1-2 and a 3+, and a Sid 1-2 and 3+.
Yeah, it's got to happen.
Yep, because that is not working anymore. It's too heavy on
Rising
Atari's
up.
betting side.
Back on the streets, dude. He got it back. He got back the Eye of the Tiger.
Yep, Vitoko, that's the one. That's what we're going to change it to. And one more seal for the apocalypse has been broken.
No.
No,
Oh.
we're so close to the apocalypse. So let's see who bet on Atari. I mean, it's heavy on Atari, so this is going to be not a great ratio. Hammers, Dev, and BR Pocock, just 2 people. Hey,
None of that.
15,000 channel points goes to Hammer,
Holy.
Dev, and BR Pocock. They have to share it. 1.3 to 1. Not bad. A 30% return is still
solid.
very
Pretty solid
good.
stuff, guys.
Yep. So congratulations. Hammer's Dev's already excited about his win there.
You got it, dude.
Okay. So let's go back to the 2600 screen and we'll switch the cartridges out. And we are going to be taking a look at Untitled Shooter by
Untitled Shooter.
Justin Cuga. This is a 4K game. Oh, to let you know, the last one was a 16K game.
Whoa.
And
What?
this is
Oh my god, I made
Tetris-like.
I already made a mistake.
Yeah, well, not a mistake. You can correct it. You're trying to make rows. It's Tetris. You're trying to fill out rows. It'll get rid of a row.
Oh.
There you go. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. And if you hold the button, it'll make longer strings of them. But it's pretty low right now, so you probably don't want to make too long of a string. So, this...
You can't go wrong with Tetris.
Oh, no, it's classic. Nice spins on Tetris are good, too. Here's what you can do with the concept as a single-player game, but still 4K. So this is an offshoot of Hot Dog Wars.
Hot Dog Wars, dude.
Mustard versus ketchup. So this was a
the
two-player...
eternal debate.
It's mustard. Yeah. In this household, anyway. We had some ketchup go bad. So, because we didn't use it for so long. You know how hard you have to try to make ketchup go bad? Its primary ingredient is like vinegar, preservative. it was looking a little brownish by the end.
It wasn't what you're supposed to be doing.
No. Same gameplay as Hot Dog Wars for
no, I made a huge mistake.
No, it's okay. Now you don't have to go over there. You can just leave it alone for a bit. Oh, hold it down. Hold it. Well, actually, I had a debate whether holding it down is faster or shooting it is faster. Oh, you better catch up. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You're in trouble here, mister. Oh, no. It's too close. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, boy. No, you're dead. You can't shoot those. It's over.
No. Oh, it just keeps going?
Yeah, it's just a game over loop. So it introduces randomness from the top. And you have to play really fast. Can you hold down the button to restart? Nope. No, not.
It's just a whip, though.
It is. Couch compliance is needed. Hold down the button for like 3 seconds to restart. Would be a good thing.
Yeah, let's see. How's this look?
Or delay for 3 seconds and then press the button.
Your game is not couch compliant.
It is definitely not.
20 seconds to comply.
See if we can fix it in 20 seconds.
Can you fix it in 20 seconds?
In this version, the blocks are wider and only 10 across instead of 13.
I made a mistake.
The movement controls are a bit slicker, so you can play this game at a much faster pace than Hot Dog Wars. Over the next month or two, I hope to finish this iteration of the idea. I'm not sure of the game name yet, but it will expand to 8K bank switch to fit the additional shooter invader elements. And a title screen difficulty select menu, and if there's room, maybe bosses. If I can throw in enough variation to keep things from getting monotonous, I think this could be a real winner.
It's already a winner.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fun, dude.
No, let's not forget up there.
Gavadev. Hey, ChatGPT, add couch compliance to this 4K cart.
ChatGPT. Pawn
Yeah.
to D4. Good luck.
ChatGPT doesn't know much about 6507 and 2600 code. It knows 6502 okay for short little stints, but it doesn't know how to do a draw on the screen for this.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Mistakes were made. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Foro's coding version thinks 6507 can handle 16-bit literals. Yeah, it gets confused. I was playing with Cloud and it did get it to understand 2600 programming up to a point and make a disassembler in an afternoon. Oh, wow. I mean, if you had a data set of a ton of 2600 games, the code for 2600 games, I think it would do a lot better, obviously, but it was trained on code from just the general 6502. And there's so many different systems that use 6502. That's what I do. I forget the sides. And it's like, damn it, a whole row is not working. Like, why isn't it doing it? So right now this is like straight...
Made a mistake.
Straight up, just there's no bonuses, there's nothing, it's just filling in blanks. And what would be fun is if you do a Tetris, like 4 rows, a Tetris, would be like you get some sort of bonus, like a special shot.
No!
Oh!
I charged it up for too long. I didn't realize you could do it for that long.
You charged your lasers too much.
It killed me. No!
Oh,
no! Oh, damn
Was that
it.
a better game than last? I think so.
Way better, yeah.
280. Let's see if I can beat that. I pointed to a lot of tutorials and it got it. The simplicity of the hardware helps a great deal. Oh yeah, I can't start.
It's also got lives there.
Which I don't know what that's about. So it's a good idea to kind of like just go nuts filling up the screen.
I didn't even think about that. I was just waiting.
Because you have tons of time, right?
Yeah, you can just rack up the points, dude. Oh man, you got a strat already. I had no strat.
Boom!
Now that I know you can really charge it up, like I thought you could only charge it up by 2.
4.
Now that I see
All the way to 4.
Now that I see the 4.
And you can see at the bottom in your ship.
Yeah, like
where it's
it kind of
actually-
charges it.
Yeah. It's like falling snow. It's hard to know whether it's fat. Oh my god.
It's hard when you make a mistake though, like because that's the thing about the big charge ups is they're good, but like
Yeah, you can.
but you can just like completely ruin your life.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh, now I can't move. That's why I think it's better to just shoot them one at a time when it gets really close to you.
Yeah, like there's a good example of like the charge up. I mean, you'll survive, but like
But it's difficult.
you're already in tough territory.
Yeah. The cool thing about this game is the randomization it brings down the screen. Like you're always fighting. Like it never like clears. Maybe with it like, oh my god, no! Yeah, I'm screwed.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the issue with charging up too much is if you make and because you can't uncharge is the problem.
No.
So like if you
Oh, you can. You can. Like if you hold it it just goes again.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But if you let go, it's like, oh, it's too late. You're dead.
Yeah, it's kind of like high risk, high reward, you know? Like, obviously the people who would be the best at this game would, like, do those big shots, but...
Yeah. Sometimes maybe keeping it at the top is not a bad thing.
I just tried to survive. That's how I got my 280. I just tried my best to just, like,
this is a strat, too.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was just kind of taking my time, you know? I was charging up 2s, but I wasn't going kind of beyond 2.
2's pretty good.
Just because if you make a mistake with 2, you're not completely screwed.
No.
Like, you can pretty easily recover from a 2. Someone was saying it's a perfect sync. It's great
Nice!
news.
Thank you. I mean, nobody complained, so I was assuming, but...
Appreciate the feedback, though, BR Poco.
Yes. I'm so happy. You don't know how much of a relief this is. I have been fighting this since day one. The synchronization issue.
Like, here's a good time to charge, right?
Yes, exactly.
So
There are
it's good to, like,
times
do
to
it
use
at, like, even here's not a bad time to charge.
not a full charge. Like
This is a
full...
great, that's a good charging moment. Another
And you
good,
can move while you're charging, too. So there's a good charging moment.
Another good charging moment. But yeah, but then it's like...
Like, but look how far down, like, it's getting closer. And I'm, like, playing fairly optimally. Like... I'm fighting back, but whew, it's a struggle like the whole time. You don't feel like, oh, I finally cleared it. Never. It's like just
there's
ongoing.
no rest.
There's no rest. Oh, see, not too bad there. I don't know if it's getting faster. Like there's a purple bar at the bottom. Is that like the speed of movement?
That makes sense. I didn't see it necessarily getting... It probably does get faster, honestly, because it did just start to get a lot harder.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, though, with this game, like, you just kind of, like, accrue enough mistakes.
Yes. It's the mistakes that get you.
And it's tough, you know?
Keeping them at bay pretty okay. Turned around pretty quick.
Oh, you got this. Hey, 280! You did it!
Yay! Just these blank spots. Oh my god.
Ooh, that was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be okay, but it's tough. Oh no, that was a big mistake. Oh, you got this. You got this. You can recover. You can recover. You can be saved.
Ah. Barely. Nope.
No. 335 though, pretty good.
Oh my god. This game is excellent for checking that. Yeah, because it's like instant. Blue, 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 blue. I always use Wall Jump Ninja, actually.
Oh, yeah, just as
for my sound testing, because it is like, it makes tons of sounds and they're super synced. Like, great movement. This is a super fun game. It does need more. Like, it's good on its own, but I think it would be elevated to the next level with, I think, getting a Tetris, which is really hard to do. Like, getting 4 rows. Having a bonus, like, screen clearing bonus, which of course if you're getting 4 rows off the screen, it's almost already cleared anyway.
Yeah.
But like say you were in a really rough shape and it's like 4 getting to the bottom and you clear those 4 and it clears the whole screen. Awesome. Like just do like explosions or something.
Yeah.
Because I think those are all playfield, so you could have player characters going boom, 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 maybe. And like something for like 3 rows cleared, like a super bomb that'll, I don't know what you would do. Like it would clear 1 row, maybe. Like the next one you hit will go and clear a whole row out. And I like his idea of, get to a certain point and then it just goes to another level. Where he said like there's a boss. I don't know how that would work. I guess you're shooting blocks at something that's moving across the screen rather than blocks coming down. So after you lose, can you clear rows above to still get back? The way you lose is you touch something coming down. So if you have like a bunch of garbage coming down the left-hand side, but you have opportunity on the right-hand side to clear upper rows, which is almost impossible because it's always coming down with garbage.
But I think he was asking something that's had a similar thought, that like we have these 3 guys, right? What happens when you die? Does the screen clear and you keep going?
Yeah, that might be for future use. It's like, oh, you've died once. You maintain your score.
But now the thing resets.
Clears the screen and you start again, but at the same difficulty level.
And you keep your points?
Yeah, you keep your points. You're still at the same purple. I'm guessing that's level 1. I almost made it, maybe. I'm guessing it goes to the same extent on the right-hand side of the score, so I made about 3/4 of the way. Maybe I'll try again then.
Sure.
Now that should I do this? Now is that purple time? Watch it if it jumps up when I do like a super... It's not jumping up, is it?
I think it's speed. Because I think it's really taking its time right now.
Yeah. Speed of the movement.
Yeah, the movement of the blocks, I feel like that's what it is.
It just jumped up. But did it jump up when it didn't jump up when I cleared something. That's telling. So it's not a measurement of how many rows I've cleared.
Yeah, it feels like you're on a timer with this one.
Yeah. Whoa, what was that? Something happened.
I think you cleared multiple ones, you got extra points.
Yeah. Like it made a different kind of sound. And you could also add things in there that move down with it. Like you have player characters that aren't used. So there's only one on the screen. I don't know what you could do with that. So you have to clear every row anyway. The long ones are only useful for distance, because when they get close, you can fire as soon as it gets into place. So when you're firing really close, it actually seems faster when you fire one at a time.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Whoa, what was that?
I think you got a couple at once, so it made like a sound.
It delayed drawing on the screen because it was busy doing something. And the animation is really subtle, but it's nice because you fire a kind of a thin row, but then it expands out when it gets into place. It's quite nice. Very satisfying sounds too in this game.
Yeah, which is actually really, really important for a game.
God,
to be totally honest.
Super important. I thought it was the end of something because there was nothing coming for a while. I was like, oh my god, I cleared it. You can actually vary the difficulty by how many things are in place when it's dropping down, like how many spaces versus how many pieces.
So true.
Oh, it backed off one.
Yeah, because I think you got multiple.
There is something.
It does seem to reward you for...
It does. So there is something in place for getting multiple. Or at least getting them at certain times or something. Uh-oh.
I think you can survive, but it's tough.
Yep. Oh, that was a bad mistake.
It's tough because yeah, as things get dicier, you like want to clear them, but you said you need to go quicker, but like going quickly.
And you also don't want to build up. Just like in Tetris, you don't want to bury spaces. Like, I don't want to put an extra row on top of these open spaces here.
Oh yeah, it's all about managing the board, these kind of games.
Yeah. And moving at certain points, but also eliminating at certain points. It's like getting things ready a little bit, and it's not super imperative for this game. Like, that was a mistake, that extra one there, because it covered up a space.
Yeah, that you needed to manage.
Yeah, you don't want to overfill.
Yeah, especially when you have big gaps that you need to like...
Yeah.
Like this one's a giant gap that needs to be filled.
The star field going in the background is nice.
Really,
It
really cool.
adds a lot to it. And it's fairly inexpensive. It's a ball just being written over and over again. Oh, God. That was a bad mistake. Uh-oh.
Oh, and it's starting to really ramp. It's getting intense.
It's getting really hard. Nice. This should be a nice... There we go. Nice. Pushed it back quite a bit. No!
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's a bad one, though, to have that happen to.
It is. It really wrecked me. Haha!
Whoa!
Bonus!
Hey, you.
Nice. Can't really build anything up though. Oh my god.
No, not like this. It's tough. You can just make those blunders.
Yep. Oh, look at this. Way at the top. Nice.
Yeah, it really is. It doesn't seem like it's like necessarily actually moving that quickly.
No.
It just seems like you just kind of like accrue your mistakes, like this.
Flippin' heck. That was... Well, it's not as bad as it could be, but it was not good. Is this the end? It's not bringing any more down.
We'll find out.
It's the end. Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's just
That was a big gap.
it's just a giant gap. think it's arguably more difficult, right? Because now you have to fill this gap.
Yeah, actually it is.
So it's like, I think that might be the difficulty ramping. Or it's just random. I don't know.
That's a lot of randomness, but it could be. I haven't filled that purple bar yet. I love when you get to a certain level in a game and you just are one with the game.
That's right.
I don't even need to look at my ship down below now. I can sense where it is.
You become one with the game.
I've mind melded with it. No! No!
No, not like this.
As I screw up after I say that, of course.
Pride before the fall every time.
Yeah, every time in games. Every time. Never brag about how well you're doing in game.
I'm so fucking good at this game. I'm invincible. It's impossible for me to make any mistakes. Oh god.
Oh god, why? No. Ah! Oh boy. I gotta get over there. No! That's it.
It's pretty good though.
The purple bar! No!
I don't know what the purple bar did.
The Starfield's the only object changed during the kernel for free.
Yeah.
Damn good game.
Very good stuff, man.
Adding some more, broke 1,000, that was good. Adding some more little bonuses, little fun things, a boss. Before that, like it should be well before that. Maybe halfway through where I got would be a nice place for a change. Because you don't want to have it for so long that you're like, oh my god, when is it going to stop? So we are on to game
Athletics
number
Simulator
3. Athletics Simulator. Let's go for it.
Dude, I'm gonna simulate some athletics right
You
here.
will. This 4K game, this build's from June 23rd, a couple days ago, made by BR Games, who makes a billion tiny games. They have it on their website. Let's actually take a brief look at the instructions for this game. Let's switch back there. And Athletic Simulator. Athletic Simulator Game Manual. That's going to be us.
Yay!
2025. This game is compatible. Yes, it is. With your joystick in hand, you control the athlete as shown as example on the side. Left, right. With the action button, you can jump, which help you in the test. And a tip, the jump can be used as a cheat. Don't cheat. When you get the play again screen, you accumulated points from your lost game will appear. To exit, you'll have to select the reset key, not couch compliant.
No.
So 100-meter race, finish clock. In this classic 100-meter race, you run to complete the race. In the lower corner, there's a clock that will be going from left to right. The athlete needs to run past the meters. When you pass 10 meters of time, the clock gives you more time to complete the race. Once the clock finishes its course, you lose the race. So run as much as possible. Your points will be added as you run forward. You finish the first race, relax, prepare for the second race. 110 meter steeplechase race odds counter. In this test, you'll run along a 110 meter track. Obstacles to jump over. Be careful here. Whenever you want, take a step forward to gain the momentum to jump. In the left corner, you have 3 chances, those red blocks. When you touch the obstacles, you're forced to go back and jump again. When you run out of 3 chances, you lose. So be careful with the obstacles. At the finish line, you need to be very careful to calculate your jumps well. Don't worry, you have time here, so just pay attention. Jump on the mattress. In this test, you can get, if you can get this far with your 3 valid chances, you don't need to worry. Now, if you only have 2, it can be worrying. Now, if you only have 1 as well, don't panic. Here, you need to jump over the bar, land safely on the shorts. The shorts? Mattress. Okay, the bar on the right, the points we counted, and you will see if you won the previous test. Be careful, a little tip. A boost is always good. Maximum score. You win. If you get to the end, we at Olioni Games have a challenge. If the player manages to accumulate a lot of points and gets here on the screen, take a print. What is a lot of points?
Higher than 65,500 and
I guess,
6,555?
They will win a personalized poster and possibility of, it's a digital poster.
No.
Choosing three of our free games and become a VIP customer. Programmer, game designer, game sounds, publisher, all. It did all of it.
Olioni.
There you go.
Olioni. Okay, let's find.
Studio Ghibli's first 2600 game. Yep. Okay. I think it's just left and right. So you're just running, beating the clock, and you get points for just moving. So you always get the same amount of points here, I believe.
I think I fucked up already.
Yeah, you're running out of time.
Play again. Okay.
And it's not
not
couch compliant. There you go. You're off to the races immediately.
I'm moving.
I'm
moving.
You're just holding down the joystick.
I'm
I'll
moving.
say it's not track and field where you're like back and forth. It's just holding it down. It did say back and forth though, so I don't know if going left will.
No. You
will have to stop. There's no time on that part.
Okay.
Because it's going to be super hard to... He's got an off-the-shoulder shirt.
Look at his little dashes, too. Okay, so once I hit, 1,000 points,
Around. You get a bit of leeway to see the first jump, so just stop as soon as you see it.
I think it's next screen.
Yeah, about 1,200. Thomas is being German. Where's the game here? Yeah, at the beginning there is no game. You're just pressing.
Okay. Dude, we're hurtling
towards the mattress.
I want him to hit the mattress. The shorts. Where are the shorts? Give me the shorts.
There you go.
What?
Oh, I gotta do a big jump there.
No.
There
Okay, I did it. And I just jump over this thing.
Jump over thing.
No, not like this. Oh,
Yay.
I win. Hey, I even beat the score.
Did you? What was it again?
6,555.
Beat it.
Let's see if you can crack 6,603.
I'll try.
Some pretty elite gaming over here, though.
Oh,
we'll see if you can.
Game is done.
Dude, I
like literally.
Take
done.
a picture. Send me a poster. No, we bricked James's console.
Yeah, I'll send it back to the factory. Send it back to Sunnyvale.
Oh my god! A full hard restart.
I would 100% recommend you not make the person have to turn off their system.
This is our constructive criticism.
Yes, it is.
If you have to reset the console after you win,
have to reboot the whole game.
Did you really win?
Okay.
Move! Just move! Run!
Yeah, going back does not help you.
No!
So it's not like track and field. Going back actually makes you go back.
It does. That might be the difference between your score and my score right
I think so. Now you died a couple times, so that's the only advantage I can... Because it only counts up when you move. Oh, wait a second. Yeah. Oh, wait a second.
No! 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 It's not fair! No! Wait a minute. Wait. This is... It's OP.
Totally fair.
It's an OP strat.
It is. I figured it out. How to farm points.
Olioni, guess. Send us a poster.
It's free poster time.
We got 140,000 points.
900.
But did we really win? Because we spent an afternoon.
Who really won?
Do you know what you got to do? Is do it when you get to the final.
Oh yeah.
So that way
I have to take multiple runs at it.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Uh-oh.
See. Oh.
There we go.
Okay, so this one.
I got to take a couple runs.
So this screen, you can just basically.
It's farming time.
That's all we. That's what we gotta do.
Yeah, for this, like, for the running, there needs to be something. Like the running at the beginning, there's nothing. You just hold right. So it needs to be something like hurdles. Hurdles or something. Like
Yes.
you're going over that. But I don't know what you could do with the running. Like there is the back and forth, which I'm not a fan of.
No.
Like to go faster, you move the joystick faster because that just, one, wrecks joysticks, and two, makes you super tired. Pressing the button is kind of the same thing, like rapid pressing the button. But like jumping over hurdles or things coming at you or you have to duck, well, like they've made extreme games where they're like silly games where there's things coming at you.
Yeah, it does. It does seem like just the hurdle and then like
And then this, and then add
and,
more
and then
games.
making a different variation like
like a discus, include like a lot of the other
long
ones.
jump. You know.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Just, you
Like,
just
jump.
you gotta just like run at it and then hit it at the
That's
right.
not too
perfect
bad
point.
for like slamming the button because you're only doing it for a little
Yeah.
bit, or a triple jump, planning it, hit the button at the right time when your
And
foot.
you get a giant launch. Hey! Oh, he beat my score. Damn it!
World record.
World record game.
There you go. It's a 2600 version of permadeath. Yes, it is. It's a locked console. So it's a start of an idea. Like I think more events in this. He's only got 4K, so that's understandable. You can only include so many. The grass is nice. The running track is nice. The stands in the back are nice. But the running part of the beginning is kind of a throwaway because you don't do anything in it.
You just kind of.
As long as you start immediately.
As long as you see. Well, it is. It is and it isn't. Like when you first play the game and you
You're
don't
like,
know, it's like
Your
no, I
panic
screwed
time.
up. Little Red Riding Hood.
So don't do it yet because we're going to go for the instructions so I know what's going on.
Okay.
I think a skunk got run over outside.
Oh yeah. Or someone smoked some of the old.
Yeah, or they're
Hey, check this out.
having a
Game
little-
manual. Oh, it's the same guy.
Warning.
Oh,
The
Oh.
treat ball is loose.
oh, here comes the cat.
Treat balls are popping off. Dude, I
Treat
like
balls
your
are popping
anime covers though.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
say.
definitely Ghibli. Make something Ghibli with the AI.
Okay, watch out, kittens. I'm putting the joystick. Come on, out of the way. Sorry, kittens.
Ducks. Duck, goose.
Oh,
Sorry, James.
That's okay. And I actually wanted to tape one of these down. So when I start the betting, I'm going to get the tape and tape that down because some of them were getting inside here at some points. So let's start the prediction. Treat Ball Showdown. Now this is just Atari or SID, so I don't think we'll need to change this.
Okay.
And they're still fairly good in their evenness of doing this. So there you go. The betting is on. Place your bets on who's going to get it, and I'm going to get some tape.
To
There you go.
tape some
People are
stuff
betting
down.
already.
Some cats are looking like,
The
why
cats are ready.
aren't you guys giving me treats?
Well, I'm in the box.
Hey James, did you hear the news? Hold on. James, did you hear the news?
What's
And
the news?
surprise to nobody,
Yeah.
the fitness influencer who spent years eating raw meat went crazy.
What? That big buff dude that obviously takes steroids?
I was losing his mind. He really lost it this week, man. I've been following the videos. It's pretty. And it turns out.
I'm gonna have to dump you out for just a second, Cat.
Turns out eating raw meat
Only,
Only.
like literally
only
At least he wasn't. He wasn't lying about that, I guess.
doesn't actually. It's not really very good for you, man.
What?
And you know what's also surprising
What
is
about
there's
eating
no
only-
dietitians that recommend it beyond him. I was looking it up too. I was like, what are the consequences of raw meat consumption? Lots of horrible things.
Oh my god, the list is very bad.
It's actually something we learned a really long time ago.
Yes.
That it's really important to cook food.
Like gout.
It's really
It's
important.
like number one.
But I was trying to find like long-term effects. There's not that many studies because I don't think people have really
Survived past that.
Well, it's not so much that they've not survived. It's just it's like there isn't much need to research. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
your
kind of
health
like
declines
what?
so bad
And it's a pretty
rapidly.
unethical study to be like
Well, yeah, that's hard to study.
because it's also like
You
but
can
it,
only have like anecdotal evidence from that dude.
yeah, and so I think there were other things going on there, but yeah, it really popped off this week. So I've been watching some videos, being like, man, I hope he's okay. He just doesn't seem
Yeah.
like he's doing so well, but.
What about the long-term studies of only eating plant matter? Let's see. I'm doing okay after 25 years.
Yeah, man.
Actually, just got my blood work done. Come on, out of the way for a second. Come on.
Hey, buddy.
And everything is perfect. This is the first time I ever got my blood work done.
Oh yeah.
After going plant-based, vegan for 25 years, perfect.
Yeah,
Absolutely every single category.
it's really good to hear.
I knew that because I don't really get sick or have any ailments. So, okay, kittens.
You're also just healthy too. Like I think a
Well,
lot.
I exercise and.
Oh, but
yeah.
I think, man, like the other thing is like there's so many situations where people will like be looking at their diet, but then they're drinking every day.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
that's
it's,
the thing.
I
It's
think you being generally sober is another giant factor.
generally, in terms of alcohol.
Yeah. It's
Yes. Okay.
Can you rotate the box, please? Did you do it?
I did because
Okay,
it was
sick.
upside down. This cannot be upside down,
Yeah.
which is great. Okay. He was mad before the idea alone proves it.
Yeah.
Alcohol is vegan. Not all alcohol is vegan. Some is strained through fish bladders.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Not many, but mostly wine, which
Yeah.
I'm not interested in anyway. Some beer is not vegan as well. Yeah. Anyway, don't need to get into that. Brain worms. Are you ready,
dude,
cats?
Don't cook your meat. This is what we learned.
Yep.
Do it.
Don't eat roadkill.
Don't eat raw meat, kids.
Okay, so load 5. Close them up. Close them up in the bottom so so they don't get through. There you go. And
How many are we doing?
5 per cat. Cream liqueurs as well. Yeah. The Bailey's did make a vegan one of their Irish cream. It was okay. I've got 5 in here. You have verified 5 in there.
Yeah, it's been
Turn it
confirmed.
upside down so they don't come out. Then you can open it.
Okay.
And then we will drop... Yep, perfect. So it's a full open there. And are you ready, cats? And it's when the cat gets it in its mouth, not when it comes out of this.
Okay.
Okay. Over here, Tari. You ready? Nope.
No, buddy, get in here.
Sid. Come on. You have to make sure they're in the boxes.
Okay, good.
And go.
Sid, buddy.
Come on.
Hey, look, Sid.
What is going on? Okay, Tari's got one.
Sid, no, not like this, Sid.
this.
Come on, Sid.
People are counting on you.
You got this. There's hard-earned channel points.
Two
oh my God,
for Atari.
he just knocked like all of them out. And he's not
Tell me
eating
when he's
them.
eating them.
Sid.
Oh, what happened?
He's got them all out, but he's
Oh, that's one.
one for Sid.
That's another one for Atari. Atari's at 3.
Sid is just not hungry today.
Yeah. Oh, Atari's at 4. He's got them all out, so it's only a matter of time.
Okay, Sid's at 2.
Stealer. No,
Oh,
you've got
don't-
your own. You've got your own. Oh, no, you don't.
Okay, Sid's at 3.
Done? Nope. He hasn't eaten it. Sid's at 3. Okay.
Oh, Atari stole one from
can't.
Sid.
Oh, we're going to have to give that one over to him. And Atari
4.
is done. He's done. Chaos. Total chaos.
Oh, Sid got it all now too.
Yeah, Sid followed up. There was
Oh my
stealing.
God.
There was
This is a mess of a game.
This is a mess.
But we got through.
But
it.
Atari was leading. He was winning. He knocked.
Yeah.
Sid was not eating them, so
Sid's
know what's
Sid's
going on.
full. He's like,
He's
dude,
full.
he's like, I'm good.
it was absolute chaos.
like, I don't need it.
Sid's sick? No,
No,
he's
he's
fine.
just
he's
well
so-
fed. He's just a well fed, happy cat.
He
He's
is.
like, dude. He's like, dude. All I gotta do is sit around and eat stuff. I'm
yeah,
like,
it's a hard life for cats. Oh, you're all done. Good kitties. You could probably give them like 2 more each,
cool. Sounds good.
just to give them some treats.
Hey, buddy, check it out. Hey, sorry. Yo.
There, now he's distracted. There you go. Craziness. Maybe the box pattern confuses Sid. Maybe. Oh, that's not a good spot for that. There we go. What did you do to the poor little cat before the show?
we fed them. No,
No,
didn't do anything.
nothing. He's a crazy cat. He is crazy.
Hey, buddy, check it out. There's one more. There's one more right here. Hey, Sid, check it out. Check it out.
Atari will steal food.
Atari
This
is.
is bad cat. Okay, Little Red Riding Hood game manual.
Dude, let's check this out.
With your Atari controller, you control the character shown in the example. With the action button, you jump to avoid enemies and holes. When you lose your lives, with the same action button, you can exit and return to the beginning. Start your journey in the forest again. New treats? Well, maybe. Got a big box of them now. The character's jumps are high enough to avoid larger enemies. Your mother ordered you to take sweets and fruits to your grandmother, who lives on the other side of the forest. Little Red Riding Hood accepted your mother's orders. She warned the girl about the dangers of the forest and to be careful with wild animals. Now your journey begins. Be very careful with the holes you will find and the enemies along the way. So be very careful. Lots of carefulness.
I'm gonna be careful. I promise. I promise. I'll be
Always
careful.
play close attention and always avoid anything bad happening to you. Use your jump to avoid
I'll
everything.
always avoid everything.
Avoid everything except for the house. That's your
House
house.
is good.
That's you with your basket of sweets and fruits. Take to the grandmother, which is going to be a wolf. Oh, there's a bear. There's a green poisonous snake that is
No.
wandering through the forest. Forest bear, smell of your basket attracted him. Be careful. Black crow, the fruits in your basket attracted him. A big bad wolf is always looking for fresh meat, so be careful with this wild animal. Avoid it as much as possible. Get to your grandmother's house safely.
Dude.
And grandmother's house after crossing the entire forest.
Yeah, man. The other day I was just sitting and enjoying a
Broken Sid. Is it the original one or the 8580? Oh, I don't know. Don't know which one. Too many filters enabled on Sid. Sid has been replaced by an FPGA. Oh my goodness.
No,
It's the
Sid.
fake Sid. Hardware emulated Sid. If the player reaches the end of the game, take a photograph of the you win screen.
Dude.
Ooh. And send it to our email, which is on our website. We'll send you a personalized poster with your name. You have the possibility to choose 3 of our free games, and you can become a VIP customer. Programmed by, I don't know how to say that name. Yeah. It's H, right? In Spanish, J is pronounced with an H, because James
Yeah.
is my name in Spanish. So it's
Portuguese as well.
Yeah, Portuguese. Don't know as much about Portuguese. I know this much about Spanish and nothing about Portuguese.
Yeah.
It's just similar. Hawaii? I don't know. It's Olioni.
It's Olioni, dude.
Hey, calm down, cats.
Them hissy cats.
Okay, let's jump into the game
Let's
and
find
be
out.
very careful.
I'm going to be very careful not to hit anything except for my house.
That's right.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, wait. Oh, because this is an exclusive world premiere. It is. Now I don't have to wait for delays and do weird things. It's awesome. There we go. You're off. There's your house.
Can I jump on my house?
Oh, you can't. We almost had a Yamo on the moon situation if you could.
Yo,
Has
okay.
no interaction with the house.
Look at her. Look at the run.
Go.
Okay,
The hair
okay.
flapping behind.
Okay, so everything's chill
Super
right by
chill.
the house.
No score.
As soon as we leave.
50 points. There's some trees. That's actually a nice
That's pretty
little
nice. Ooh, a nice little
enclosure.
vista. Ooh,
with the sun
another
poking
one.
through.
Okay, we're doing okay. Another one. No, snake! Get away from me, snake! No! No. Ah! Oh, God.
When I first saw this game, it was reminding me of a game called Bobby Goes Home, which is I think a South American game.
No. No, get away from me, snake.
I don't think it was ever like a Brazilian game.
Wow.
Uh-oh, big pit.
Wow.
Nice timing. Yep. More pits. It's the pits.
Ah!
Oh no, you have one
Ah,
life.
I died.
Oh,
No.
dead.
Okay.
South Korean. Oh, Bobby Goes Home, South Korean. Thank you. The A is a bit like changing from an A to an and, but not quite all the way there.
God, when I entered into that room, it happened both times. It just immediately got hit by the snake.
So it's like Hoana? Hoana? Is how you pronounce the name? I'll have to look that up. Oh,
Did you see that?
That's brutal.
It's OP, no.
Does it depend on where the snake was on the previous screen?
It's possible. Let's do it for science. Let's
Yes.
do the test.
Okay.
Okay, so
Try and get it so it's like... Oh, it is exactly same spots. You want to make sure the snake is way far on the right.
yeah, okay, so you can control that, which is good.
Okay, so that's going to make it much easier. Yep, okay. We got some strats going. Oh boy, you can go back.
Ah. Okay. Whoa. Ah.
Whoa! Oh, there's a safe spot there.
Ah, I'm
Right at the edge of the
it's so
screen.
tough, James.
Oh,
I
in the
panicked.
pit.
I panicked. I got
Never
scared. No.
Oh! I think you died immediately because the snake was right there.
Okay, one more, and then I'll pass it over to you.
If that's intentional, then it's part of the game. If it's not intentional, you should definitely set the horizontal positioning of the snake to be the far end of the screen so that things like that don't happen where you just game over.
It's really tough.
Yeah, that's brutal.
It's tough times, but you know it's tough being a little girl out in the woods alone.
It is.
You know?
There's so many dangers. There's pits. Like, she should...
Ah.
Oh, bad time in there. Remember.
Oh. So I was trying
The
to.
snake does come back. There is a safe spot right at the edge of the screen, I think, so you can use that to your advantage. Oh, you're
Give
done.
it a shot. It's tough, man.
It's a little like João,
João.
I think, in Portuguese. João.
Whoa. Thanks for
boy.
letting us know, dude. Yeah, man, the other day I was just sitting enjoying my lemon loaf. I was just eating a lemon loaf.
Yeah.
And then I looked over and there was this crow who was just staring at me.
Oh, he's like,
And he made this cute sound. He was just like this little cute little... And I was like, oh, come on, you. And he kind of came over nearby. I was like, oh, look at this guy. And I'm like, oh, what do you want? And he's like made another
You know
cute
what I
sound.
want.
And I like broke off a bit of my lemon loaf. I passed it on to the crow.
oh, it does kill you.
And then like he put it, he was cute. He like popped it in his mouth, and then he like came and fluttered by, and I was like, oh, this is such a sweet moment. And then all of a sudden he just starts cawing as loud as I've ever heard, and
no.
multiple crows come by.
Oh, no.
And I was sitting there, and then he's like staring at me. I was like, no.
He's like, free food, man.
and
We found
he
the
just
mother
starts
lode.
cawing so loudly. I was like, where was your cute sounds, man?
Cute's over.
And I was like, damn, that's what happens when you feed a crow, man. I was just also like, it's like inviting someone over to your house and you're like having a nice time, and all of a sudden they invited all their friends and they're all
It's like, I didn't
stealing. I was
invite-
like,
oh, yeah.
But I was just like, he made the cutest sounds, and I was like, dude,
Manipulative.
you know what you're doing, so don't trust the crows out
Crows
there,
are
man.
super smart. We have tons of crows.
And it
in
was the
Vancouver.
cutest sound. I'd never heard a crow make this sound before. It's this little nice little, and I was like,
And now he's gonna make it even more.
I was like, this is so nice. And then it shifted, and I was like, damn it.
He's learned. He's reinforced his cute sound.
And he got a delicious lemon loaf out of the situation too, man. It's a really good lemon loaf. I was like, oh. So when it was all over, I looked at him. I looked him right in the eyes, and I ate the rest of the lemon loaf.
Is it from the coffee shop
Yeah, I got it from the shop. It's
Like,
really,
nearby?
yeah, really,
I don't want to say the
yeah,
name.
really nice.
But yeah, that lemon loaf's really good. It's like really moist.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good. I was like, no. Freaking crows, man.
Yeah, they are so smart.
I was just blown away, and it was just the cutest little sound.
They're really good at making sounds. Like, they're quite vocal.
Yeah. Gave it just a little taste of lemon loaf.
It's like, my buddies will be on their way soon.
It's like, come here.
It's like, no,
Like, oh,
not your buddies.
not this, not like this. I think I literally said that to the crowd.
I thought we were friends.
I was like,
yeah, I've got friends too.
Buddy. What's this guy? Is this the bear?
This is the bear, yeah.
Look out.
Oh, that was a bit of a bad timing there. Gotta leave some room. So you have to wait and then transition to the next screen. So don't do it at the wrong time because it'll be game over.
So you go back and forth farming here too? Yes.
Oh no! I gotta jump. Oh, you made me die from the farming.
But what you do is you pick one without a thing. What's that? What the hell was that?
That's the wolf.
Oh!
It's pretty tall.
Oh my god! It looks like a kangaroo.
It does. It's got a big
This
tail.
little pouch. It's just I think it looks like a kangaroo because I've never seen a wolf walk on.
It's upright. He's the wolf from the story. So.
Oh, that's right. No.
No. I'm gonna beat this game.
So
it's
close.
58 screens. Olioni said. So
here's where you farm, dude.
Oh yeah.
Not this
not
one,
there.
but this one. What do you mean? Did you really win? I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, I did. If the game allows me to do it, I won.
It's your grandma.
All he said is just that you win. So you don't have. It's not a score thing. But if you're going for a world record, let's see. Okay, we'll play purple.
Yeah, the thing is, if you do that and then you don't win, it's like no.
It's sad. And it seems like, your jump is retained from screen to screen, I think. Yeah, it seems so. I'm not going to take that chance, though.
Yeah, managing the screen is a huge part of this game. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, once you figure it out, it's not too bad.
Fine.
But it's like,
But if you forget...
you gotta kind of wrap your brain around it because it's like, yeah, the characters wrap around and then
They're persistent.
will spawn.
Yeah.
And it's also interesting. I've noticed that like on the next screen for a frame, it'll be the previous icon and then turn into whatever it is.
That's a programming issue.
Which I think is kind of cool. This means these are shape-shifting creatures. Dude.
Ah, yeah, you build it into the lore.
Dude, all I know is this freaking crow wants some lemon loaf. Look at this guy. Look at this
My
guy.
lemon loaf.
I want the lemon loaf.
You have to change the graphic at the... Oh, no. At the right time. Or delay the character from coming on the screen.
I think it's kind of cool. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that. It turned into like... It's kind of sick, actually. It's
Yeah.
like very...
And you can see it's... Well, at some points it's like a square. I don't know where it's getting the square from, but see it's... Oh, no, it was the sun. It's not a square.
Yeah, it's the sun.
Because it was used as the sun. No, don't change screens when it's too far to the left.
Yeah, it's like you gotta time it, you know?
I'm living on the edge here.
Living on the edge.
Let's not do that. There we go. There's no sun there. So, still at... Oh, that the graphic from the bear.
Look! He transformed the wolf.
It is a shapeshifter.
The wolf.
It must be close to the end.
Yeah. Oh, also there's been a new League of Path of Exile that came out for Path of Exile 1, so I've been playing a bunch.
Nice.
Really fun.
Oof, hits.
Yeah. And for my class that I've been playing, I'm like number 12 on the ladder right now.
Whoa!
It's
Worldwide?
crazy. Yeah, just
Holy
in like
crap. Elite.
just for like a certain subsection, but it's been pretty fun.
I think even when you leave a screen. Oh no! Oh! God damn it! Even when you leave a screen, and then there's a blank screen, the creature will be the same position as the time it like. Remember, the snake was like one quarter there, and I'm thinking it retains its X position.
Yeah, it just.
No, it didn't.
Okay,
It
that's
was a
really
little bit
good.
far back. Okay,
Really
so there is a default spot.
Which console is this? It's the 2600.
2600.
Just classic old school stuff. It's because it's Atari's birthday.
That's right.
The 53rd birthday of Atari today.
That's right. I mean, this didn't come out in 53 years ago, but
the console did.
this came out approximately 50 years ago.
This is the kind of game I won't do well, dude. You and me both, Vitoko. You and me both, buddy. I did not do. You saw how I did. I panicked.
Yeah, you can't panic in this game. You will just die a couple times, falling in pits, etc.
James, have you heard of the Bali Professional Arcade? I haven't.
Ballyastrocade? Yes, I have.
Oh, sick. James knows.
I don't have one.
He said a new guy, Purple Snipes.
Oh, hey,
is just
Purple
asking
Snipes.
He says he's got one.
Oh,
Sick,
very
dude.
nice. Yeah, it's a very early console. Very blocky graphics. I don't have any room for more consoles. I would be collecting every console if I lived in a much bigger house. But I don't. And every square inch of this room is full of video game stuff. And there are boxes in the closet there that Airline can attest to that are stacked literally to the ceiling.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I even see like N64 controllers kicking in there, dude.
Oh, I got so many consoles. So many from. It's not just all Atari stuff. It's a bunch of Nintendo. I think I've got all the Nintendo systems now.
Oh, dude, he said he just got one today. He wants to plug it in later to play all the games.
Oh, nice.
Is there a game that you're the most excited for? I don't know the console at all, but
I don't know much about it either.
is there one that you're the most stoked?
Yeah, what's
for?
the
You should
most popular
play-
favorite one on there?
We're currently jumping over wolves, so you know,
And-
I don't know if there's anything like that
ducks.
going on. Dodging crows.
This guy's a bit challenging, the wolf. He's quite
Oh yeah,
tall.
because he's so much larger. Dog Patch. Have you heard of that, James?
No, Dog Patch. What is it about? What kind of genre is it? Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Am I getting there?
I think we're trying to beat this game.
Yeah, you gotta beat it. It's a beatable game. Just like Thomas said, he notices that I really want to beat games that have endings. And I definitely do. Especially when they're like somewhat short, like not astronomically long,
That's right. You get a little bit of a break.
which is nice. You can actually stop on a screen.
A bit more of a break. And I wonder what happens at the end. Do we like...
We get to the house. Is there a grandmother? Do we deliver the basket? Do we eat the food? We'll find
They
out.
said the last prediction hasn't paid out yet.
Oh my God! Sorry. We'll.
Thanks for letting us know. We got
I was so distracted by the cats just being crazy and not eating and stealing.
Thanks for letting us know. We'll fix that.
Yeah.
Dude, you made it.
Bow! Jump in the house.
You win. Let's take a photo.
Excellent. It's time for payout.
Let's pay out.
That's a nice simple platformer. It's not super easy. It's not super hard. It falls right in the middle where it's like, yeah, it's enjoyable. You know, it's got a bit of challenge. A little more variation in it might be good. Like there's pits and there's different creatures which provided different difficulties, but yeah, some variation.
Jump and run. That's right.
Jump and run.
Yeah, and I don't know how to manage it, but there is the same issue or feature where you can farm points
Yes.
by backtracking, and I don't know how to necessarily fix that, but it's just a thing that's going on.
Either don't allow them to go back, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's very expected in a flip screen game. Or you have to keep track of which maximum screen you've made it to, because right now he's just going
new screen.
every new screen 50 points, new screen 50 points, but by going back it still has a new screen. So you keep track of the biggest screen you've been to, and then if you exceed that, then add 50 points. That's how you fix that in one method anyway. Me and my programmer brain working right now. Payout time.
Payout, we gotta pay out.
So I think we would switch to that.
I like the
screen.
art a lot though of these things. I like the anime vibes quite a bit.
99.9% AI. How do you feel about AI? I don't know if we've discussed it.
It is what it is, you know. It's cool that it exists. We need to figure out what to do with it.
Yes.
I also had
Who won? Who won? Sorry, 1 second. Who won? Was it Atari? Or is it Sid?
Scroll up. Does it keep a record? People in the chat confirm, and I'm pretty sure it was Atari, but I just want to make sure that it.
Cheating. Sid is chewing for more time than ever.
Oh, it was Atari.
It was
Atari.
Sid looked like being on drugs.
Atari won. Okay, we need another confirmation.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, Atari won. There we go. Thank you, BR Poke.
Prediction results, Atari.
So let's see who. 6,000 points go to Splendid Nut and Pseudo Graphics.
Twice for Atari.
And Atari was in favor of winning. So just a little bit of payout. 1.13. It was about the exact same as the last time. There you go. Congratulations. Twice Atari. Yeah, we're going to have to change things up.
Yeah, man.
He's
starting to edge out.
Yep. Okay, continuing it with AI. I mean, AI in the way it's being used right now, with everybody using data sets from scraped images and video from wherever.
It feels sus. It's also interesting that like AI has taken over the spheres of life that I really thought wouldn't be. Like it's interesting that art and concept art, which I always think is a very human expression, is now kind of this mechanical one. It is also interesting from an education point of view, like writing papers and things like that. Like the fact that like and also as a form of research is very interesting too. That you can that it's like and I just don't know, like, how I think it's, like, in the same way that a calculator or, like, you know, a something to check your grammar existed. Like, you know, there's always been this, like, rawr, this new thing is ruining humans. And it is, like, a tool. But it does surprise me that AI has taken over some of the spheres of life that I always thought were very, very much human, like art and like writing and expression.
That's not what people predicted. People were predicting, it's gonna like do very boring manual labor jobs, and it does do that. It's making its inroads, but the big inroads was just, we're taking over art and writing. It's like,
wait, aren't those things that are very human? You know. I also think what's interesting is an emergent style of art has appeared, which is that sort of brushy, weird AI look. Now is a very of like, especially of like faces and whatnot. So it's interesting how like this new sort of like form has been. You see something and you think, oh, that's actually looks like AI. And I remember I went to like an art gallery and there was these paintings. And I was like, these look like freaking AI. And I looked at it and I was like, they were painted in like the 90s. And I was like, it just sucks that this style of art has now been sort of taken over. And it's this weird, fluffy. I also think...
And that's the big thing, like looking at those graphics right there. It's like you can just say style of Ghibli, style of Picasso, style of whatever, and it'll just do it.
Something that my biggest concern around AI actually... and we'll see how this goes, but is actually the environmental side of it. The fact that like these data centers and processing, the amount of electricity and like energy that's required to run these things,
astronomical.
and that's all ramping up. Like the world,
it's at the beginning of it.
in
right
my
now.
opinion, the dystopic future is not AI taking over. It's that we as human beings for 2 decades decided to like use all our like fossil fuels and resources to create like cat girl AIs. Do you know what I mean? Like I actually think that's the horrifying. I'm being like, man, we maybe shouldn't have used all the fossil fuels for
Like,
Chat GPT.
First it was Bitcoin, and now it's making garbage AI photos.
Like I just think the amount of like energy as a human race we're using to fuel AI, and I would say like most of it is not really like, there's no tangible takeaway of like, you know, I made my like photo look like it's a Barbie, like, you know, it's just these things that are like, I do think
just for fun right now. I have seen, like, I am subscribed to some subreddits for AI video just to see where it's at. It's really crazy how good it is now, and
There's
it's really good for horror.
Yeah, there's some really...
It's so nuts, the stuff it comes up with.
There's some cool art guys who make things exclusively with AI online that I've seen that's pretty neat. But I'd say my actual biggest concern is, and I didn't think about it until I started doing more research, is just the amount of energy that we're using to generate AI.
Terrible, yeah.
And I think it's terrifying to think that, like, I just really wonder in 100 years if we're going to look back and go, maybe we shouldn't have used all our resources for this. Do you know what I mean?
The reward we're getting out of it?
I don't think AI is going to take over. I think the real issue will be...
a new AI movie?
You know?
Oh, boy. Yeah, it was inevitable. There was lots of shorts already. A Polish show was canceled after 2 episodes in Germany due to terrible AI voices. And that has really taken over YouTube as well for just AI
fake trailers, just like
fake trailers.
Titanic 4
and top 10 videos as well. It's all AI slop in terms of the voice anyway, and not in terms of the video yet. But it's like as soon as I hear an AI voice, it's gone. It has no emotion, no intonation.
Yeah.
It was generated, like the script was generated by AI, because it's nonsense. Like I watched one the other day. I'm like, this doesn't even make any sense what they're saying.
This, you know?
Like it's just garbage, just one word after another, which is what it does. It's just like, what word goes next? What word goes next? It's like, oh, it's terrible. On the other side, a dead actor's voice got replicated just perfect. Yeah, they can replicate it perfectly. If they have a specific data set, and actors have just hundreds of hours. Like if you take me or you or Tanya or Darcy, they can replicate us like that in 2 seconds because of this show.
Gamma Dev, you bring up a good point. Like I really hope that's the case, that they do find some efficiencies with the power usage.
I'm sure they will.
That's my only real concern though, because I just feel like I don't think there's anything of real kind of big human value that's coming out of like the majority of these AI generations.
Not right now.
Given and offset by like the amount of power that's being used. So hopefully that does get cleaned up. But also clean water needs to be run through to like, it's a lot of resources going into, and people don't think about that because you plug into ChatGPT, type something in, but you know, just the entire human race just sapping all of the...
I thought it was going to be good for like previs stuff and like not stuff that ends up being seen by the consumer, but like tools that you can use to accelerate the production of things, but not like, oh, this is good enough, let's just give it to the consumer. And I think the level of acceptability of the consumer is way too high of this kind of stuff, especially for photos on social media. People eat it up.
Yeah,
like they're
Facebook's the worst for it, man.
God, it's everywhere. Like you were saying, the examples of people in Barbie boxes
and all. You know, and this I don't give a shit in terms of like, that's great, that it's cool that you're doing that, but I just think that it's like over the course of 100 years, like if this is what we're doing.
Now, I'm no fan of extended copyright lengths, but I'm not a zero copyright person.
Yeah.
I mean, in a utopian world where there's no money, fuck copyright, get rid of it. There's no need for it. But in a world where I need to trade dollars for food, you kind of need copyright at the moment in terms of the creative side of things, because especially right now, AI can just eat something up that somebody's made and spit it out 1,000 different ways. And the original person that came up with this concept is cooked. They're done.
Gone,
They are done. Somebody can copy their whole style.
And I think also the larger sort of like sense of truth of what is real, what isn't. I mean, that is definitely a real factor. Like the fear of like, you know, you see a video or you see a piece of information
whole thing,
and it's just like, how is this real? Is this not? And I'm not on the edge of my sanity. You know what I mean? I'm pretty decisive.
Yeah.
I can figure stuff out, but you worry about people who are like in a vulnerable population consuming and whatever their vulnerability is of cognitive challenges or whoever is going on. You know, it's just tough to think about information being sort of pumped out that is not real but appears to, and then the other side of it of like if you can't confirm whether something's real, is anything real? Like it's
a spiral.
It's
already happening.
It's really freaky.
There's been lots of propaganda already using AI because they can replicate somebody's movements and voice. You can make it look like a political leader. I do like looking at the comments of AI garbage videos and photos, and to see what the ratio is of people going, oh, so wonderful, beautiful, that's so uplifting, versus this is garbage, this is AI.
Yeah.
And it's mixed.
That's the thing.
It's not lopsided. There's a lot of people going, oh, bless this and wonderful. It's like, oh my God, so many people cannot distinguish between fake and real. And a lot of the stuff I see is pretty terrible too. Like it's using a couple generations back. The most new stuff is mind-blowing how good it is. It's very hard to tell.
Yeah, we're at the infancy of this whole situation.
It's just the
too.
beginning. Just the beginning.
So
Interesting to see how AI spam one another. The uplifting comments are from AI as well. Yes. Trying to just...
But the other side of it that is kind of interesting too is that like the more crazy AI stuff that comes out, there's the downside to the artist and that the artist gets hit because of the copyright stuff. But the other side of stuff is when I experience real art, it's such a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? When you're like, oh my God, there's a real person made this. Like, like going to like a real concert to hear someone play music.
Oh,
do you know what I mean? Going to like a real place and seeing
I see their mouth move. I hear their voice.
I'm here with a bunch of people. Like it's interesting how much like how these human experiences have become elevated in my mind. Like I haven't enjoyed going to concerts as much as I have over the last year or two. Of really just being in this digital space, kind of COVID world, like playing games, like being as now when I go out and I really feel some real art, it's like, oh whoa, this is such a and that's what art was always supposed to be. I felt is this kind of like this reprieve from the world, you know.
I love going to concerts. It's like, oh my God, this person can really actually play this song. They are really talented. They've worked all these years to bring this all together with these talented people. And I think the inevitability will be the shift towards real experiences and less digital ones, because people will crave human connection. And it's not going to be this AI is not going to be a substitute for it.
And I think a lot of these aesthetics that are emerging from AI will become actually fairly off-putting to people, which there will be some ramifications of that. But it's interesting, like the digital revolution did sort of like make all these advances in like production for art, but it almost is starting. It's almost starting to eat its own tail, where a lot of these digital sort of formats aren't necessarily resonating. But I also think that like the consumers can tell too, like a great piece of art, you know, whether that's like a really really well put together video game or movie, like we feel it when someone's.
I think you're gonna have to provide proof now of like a human made this, for people to really believe it. Like when it went from practical effects to digital effects, people were like, oh yeah, we really value the practical effects. It looks so good. And I think now when somebody like makes a painting, you're going to have a time lapse.
You have to
of
show
that person actually making it. Otherwise, people will be like, and I've heard reports of this, of people not being believed that it's their art because their style has been stolen already.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm the real person. That's the fake person. It's like, we don't believe you. We've seen 1,000 of these now.
Yeah.
It's like, you're just another person making this. Yeah, it's not the tech, it's the people and how we educate people. That's a huge component of it. But has that ever worked? There's always going to be a certain portion of the population that doesn't have access to the education, or whatever prevents them from having the education to distinguish real from fake and real from propaganda. It's sad, but I think it's at an all-time low, if anything, at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know, because there used to be trust in newspapers and news, and now that's gone. It's totally eroded. People, like, especially people, just call it everything's fake. Everything's fake news.
It's all fake.
Because it can be. And I'd rather have people have healthy skepticism of that. But where's the real? How do you get real news when there's so much garbage out there? How can you build trust? And there's even, a huge advertiser for trusted news is like an app now that you're like, I've got to get all these news sources and correlate them all to see what is the real news. And it's like there's industries now being built upon non-trust of information, and it's just like an indicator of the sad state of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was just an interview with Ethan Peck about the Star Trek sets where the view screens are all mostly practical effects now. Giant OLED screen walls and such, how it's so much better to work with as an actor. Yeah. Because you see these LED environments where the actors are in nothing.
Yeah.
Like, they're interacting with nothing. They're walking in nothingness. And that must be just horrendous as an actor to do.
Just
like,
brutal.
you really got to be a good actor to be able to work with that. If everything is fake, then there's no truth anymore, or anything is true, perfect ground for manipulating people.
Very true, man.
And there's so many people who want that to happen so that they can pull the manipulation their way or another way.
Or it's just opportunistic, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like this thing is happening, and then people in this vacuum can go, oh well, shit, I can decide what reality is, because, like, if perception is reality, then I can just tell people what the reality is.
And even worse, people sometimes don't care. They want to accept the non-reality because real reality is terrible sometimes.
Much less fun.
So like, I'm going to go with this conspiracy theory because it's better than thinking people are just shitty.
Yeah, it's way more fun.
Rather than think people, yeah. I watched a movie the other day where there was rear screen projection. It was very unconvincing now. But back then it was like cutting edge, and I was telling Tanya, I was like, this was... To us, to our eyes, this is terrible. But it was a movie that influenced Ocean's 11, and somebody was driving. Yeah. And it was like, no, that's no good.
You can always tell, too, by the wheel. That's the bad one.
Or they're, hey, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And they don't look at the road for 20 seconds.
That's
like,
right.
No. I have a problem with any actor who whines about blue screen because I've reacted to nothing. Stage actor says, hold my beer.
That's right.
Yeah, one man plays. You're not even reacting to somebody else. You're reacting to yourself or non-voices. Like,
yeah, but it's also different because that format is like, it's the audience is there, and often it's storytelling. So you're sort of like it's about
the story,
and you've got this audience of people reacting to it rather than being like in a room where people are like, okay, and action.
Yeah.
Okay, cut. Can you do like 50% less? Can you kind of like move? You see when you turn to the right, you're sort of off camera. So actually, can you turn a little bit to the left? Yeah. And can you just take a beat after you say that line? Okay, and action.
And your eye line was off the 20-foot creature.
Yeah. So you know how your eye line is looking off to the right? Can you just adjust it? Okay, there. That's the spot. Okay, just stay there. Just talk to that, but then actually pause after you say that line. Okay, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn, dude.
2001 is the weird
No.
one out, the double exposure method. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't really looked too far into the how 2001's effects were done. I know they are impeccable. They're so good.
Yeah, there's nothing practical about optically composite hundreds of layers. And
Individual miniatures. Yeah, forced perspective, and there's a whole bunch of tricks.
I mean, it's pretty cool. It's cool stuff, but
Yeah. Anyway, we've devolved.
Or evolved.
Evo.
Oh my
We're
God, this is
evolving.
the new show. No more games, just us.
So we have a bunch of stuff coming up. Nothing is set yet. Most things are pretty far off. There's a lot of people still working on their games, but we have a lot of world premieres and unboxings and final versions and interviews, but they all hinge on the games being done or me physically having the boxes. But there are some that are kind of solidified. Spider's Arcade, unboxing, retail unboxing with a live interview with John Champeau, a live interview with Chris Walton, plus censored, exclusive retail unboxing. Oh, I don't know what that is. We'll find out. Eduardo Mello, contacted him the other day. We got a whole bunch of 7800 games that are coming from him. That's going to be a lot of fun with some unboxing there. There's a whole bunch of Atari released games. The timeline has been pushed back from a July release to an August, I think. So these time frames are a bit fluid at the moment. And of course, this was just added the other day. Rescue from Poseidon's Gate. This is a new game from David Crane,
Very
the
cool,
legend.
dude.
Guy made Pitfall. And we have an exclusive world premiere with an interview with all three people from Audacity. We have no time frame on that. It's said to be this year, so probably a fall, early fall, late fall kind of release there. And a whole bunch of other stuff, including Crossbeam, where you have the exclusive final version of Crossbeam coming up when it's done. Don't know when that'll be done. Who knows? Exercise as well. Tony on the 2600 as well, coming up later in the year. So much stuff, but no solidified dates. I'll keep you informed. Always take a look at my listing there. Welcome to the Old Men Yell at Cloud Twitch stream. Oh, back in my day, we had rear projection. And we played with only one button for video games.
That's right. Welcome to the stream.
That's right.
We're living it.
I'm just worried about humanity. It's not the old days were better. It's like I don't want my future to be dystopian. The problem is you can't put the genie back in the bottle. It's about how we deal with it.
Yeah.
AI's out there. Or
good?
large language models and AI pictures and videos. The code is out there. You can't erase code. You can regulate a country, but you can't regulate the world.
Yeah. We'll
Like
see what
some countries have no regulation. It's like, yeah, well, they'll just move all to there.
Yeah.
All the generation. They'll run it on the servers there, and then it's available to the old times. Even the future was better. That's right.
A little bit of poetry from Aldefers.
The future in my day was much more bright.
No,
And we got to 2025.
dude,
I was like, oh my
I
God.
feel you, man. I
Yeah.
hear you with that one.
Yep. So we're out of here. Mad Max. Oh yeah, there were some bad futures.
I mean, it's always fun to roam the wastelands.
Yeah, you
See.
kill some people, take their stuff. Some people come kill you. They take your stuff. Yeah.
Simpler times.
Very simple. Brutal and harsh, but very simple.
Back to the future. That's
Yeah.
right.
You're very welcome. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Pseudographics, Splendid Nod, Gamma Dev, Al Nefer, BR Pocock, Thrust, Splendid Nut, Vitoko. I have to keep a running list in my head of who I've said. Olioni Games,
Thanks
thank
for
you
your
for your
games, dude. It
games.
was awesome.
Purpley Snipes, new name,
Yo.
I think. Prow7.
Enjoy your console.
Oh yeah, enjoy your console. Let me know how it went on the next
And
show.
enjoy Dogpatch.
Yeah. Hammer's Dev. Looking for names.
Hunting, pseudographs, what I already said.
Yeah. Oh, and that's it. And of course, Dave M for his whip.
His
work in
whip
progress.
Thanks, my guy.
I love that no one in these societies has broken down movies ever figured out EV and solar panels to avoid the whole let's go to war over a tanker of gas that's probably gone bad. Yep, solar panels. They just keep on working till they don't.
That's the thing, dude.
But there's enough solar panels, I think, in the world that you could just kind of keep stealing and scrapping them. And
Shh, don't tell them.
yeah, shh. Yeah, that's right. It's all for us. Okay, so have a great weekend, everyone.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
And we'll be back on Tuesday with some more awesome Atari gaming. Until then, see ya. Have a great day and weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye.